What's going on, Falcons fans? Welcome into our Falcons Bengals watch party here at Falcons Today. The first ever between myself, Matthew Peterson, and producer Nic Rohloff. We're super stoked. We've been grinding away on this channel for over a year at this point, trying to get the green light from the higher-ups at Chat Sports to give us more Falcons watch parties. And here we are. So we're going to have a blast. We're going to break down the game with everyone, give some live play-by-play. We'll get you guys involved and whatnot. It's the best way to take in preseason football in my eyes. Now, let's kind of set the scene a little bit for everyone right now as the Bengals come to town and take on the Atlanta Falcons, who are going to trot out a lot of their starters. I saw Kyle Pitts warming up on the field. Bijan Robinson was fielding punts. Don't even think about Arthur Smith. Protect our sweet Prince Bijan. There is no way he's playing special teams, but we might see some Desmond Ridder, hopefully. That seems to be the plan. So we're going to see some very important cast and crew members for the 2023 season in this preseason home opener against the Cincinnati Bengals, who are without Joe Burrow. And honestly, I don't know too much about the Bengals backups, but I don't really care about them. I'm excited to see what the Falcons have in store. They are touchdown favorites, so if you're a degenerate like myself and you love some preseason gambling, well, this could be a good opportunity to put some cheddar down on Atlanta -6.5. But who you got in this game? Cincinnati or ATL? I hope I see a boatload of ATLs in the chat right now. So if you got the Falcons, which I do, because one team is playing their starters, and if you don't win with your starters in preseason, that is a very big cause for concern. So hopefully we do not have to cross that bridge, but I'm typing ATL for sure. I'm giving shout-outs to everyone who is active in the chat right now. So let me know. I've got two Falcony, all-time name, putting ATL. Your boy, Alberto ATL. We got Esteban, Let's Go Falcons. We've got Shockwave ATL. Bryson Morrow ATL. Richard Pratt ATL. Drake Pods, Falcons ATL. Pete Roberson, Ben Black, hopeful ATL. Keep getting those ATLs down in the comment section right now if you have the Falcons taking down the Bengals in this preseason showdown. Now, we got more ground to cover here on the show as we are less than 30 minutes away from kickoff. But shout out your city. Let me know where you are watching from, as we have 60-plus people tuned in already. Definitely goes to show what kind of fan base the Dirty Birds have here 30 minutes before kickoff, and you guys are tailgating with producer Rolly and I. Comment down below where you are watching from. Like I said here at Chat Sports, we're all about audience interaction, two-way street. So we'll be giving shout-outs to everyone who is active and a good participant down in the chat section of today's show. I've got St. Mary's, Georgia tuning in from Joshua Bunch. I have Drake Pods tuning in from the Volunteer State. What's going on, dude? Lee Williams watching all the way from Wales, so we might have a winner from the furthest viewer. We've got Fort Wayne, Indiana in the house, Orlando, Florida, Pennsylvania, Covington, Georgia, Mississippi, Clearmont, Florida, California, Denver, Colorado. Ryan's watching in California. So we are going coast to coast and even across the pond all the way to Wales. Let me know where you are watching from. Comment down below. And while you're getting your while you're getting your city down in the chat, well, Rolly, how about you tell all of our viewers about the Super Chat menu today?
Yeah, listen, I'm very fired up to be here. First watch party of the season for me. I'm hyped to be with the Falcons fans, hanging out. Petey and I do so much to bring you guys shows on a daily basis, so we're excited for you guys to be joining us for a live stream now. And on our Super Chat menu today, any Super Chat will be a shout-out, which means you're going to get on screen no matter what. Doesn't matter if it's a $1 Super Chat, $50 Super Chat. You're getting on screen with whatever you have to say. Every 50 likes today, Petey looked up a shit ton of facts about a falcon. Not Atlanta Falcons, the Falcons. Actual bird, Falcons. So every 50 likes, you'll get a special fact about one of the most interesting birds in
Dude, they're
the
badass.
country. They're badass.
I knew they were badass. I can't confirm they're badass.
And if you send in a super chat and it is your first time super chatting our channel, which is going to be likely because, this is only our second live stream ever, so super chat was probably going to be your first, we're going to talk about Desmond Ridder in a nice way. I know there was a lot of Lamar Jackson talk early in the offseason,
Guilty.
But we're here for Desmond Ridder. Petey's got a bunch of nice things about him that he's ready to say, so you'll get a nice little fact on Desmond. $10, I'm taking a shot. I got this little tequila bottle of Patron. Petey and I will alternate taking shots if you guys send in a $10 super chat. And if you happen to send in a big one, $50, I will personally shotgun a beer on stream. Not going to find that anywhere else here on YouTube, but we are in that mode today for a nice little Friday evening watch party. Should be a lot of fun, Petey.
If you had to power rank the days for preseason football, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I think Friday might be the 1-1.
Friday's 1-1. I'd argue Thursday's the 2.
Thursday is kind of like the forgotten day. Like, oh, crap, I didn't even realize there was a preseason. I made other plans for Thursday. But Friday, it's like, hey, you're at the bar. Oh, there's football on. You know what I mean? Like, that was a bonus gift right there. Did not expect that. You don't have to plan your day around preseason football. So to kind of get the 2-for-1 special of, like, it's already Friday, and there's Falcons football. This is Christmas.
Yeah.
This is Christmas in August.
And Petey, we are also battling our Bengals breakdown channel. So I know you guys, if you tuned in last week, you might know Tom Downey because he was doing the simulcast for Falcons and Dolphins, and he was heavily favoring the Dolphins like the loser he is. He is now doing the Bengals stream today. So it is our job, Petey and I, to take down Tom Downey and the Bengals breakdown. So if you guys want to get wild, let's beat the Bengals on the field and on the YouTube side of things as well.
I really do believe if you want to be successful in the regular season, you got to get off on the right foot. And that includes YouTube. I mean, I know that Arthur Smith and the tablets, they're not looking at film. They're looking at Falcons Today. They want to see how the stream is going. So we don't want to disappoint Desmond. No. So let's give a good vibe sense here, good vibe check here at the Falcons Today watch party. Super chats always go a long way, but liking the video definitely helps a ton. So with that being said, we are less than 30 minutes away from kickoff in Atlanta, and I've got 5 things to watch for, and I kind of want to break it down with all of you. So let's get it started with number 1, which is Desmond Ridder's 2023 debut. Preseason debut, but it is the first time we are going to see Desmond Ridder in the preseason. He did not play at all last week in Miami. My guess is that the Falcons felt that after their joint practice with the Dolphins, they got a lot of good looks from Desmond Ridder in that, and they did not feel the need to put him back out there again in harm's way. So this week, with no joint practice with the Bengals, they decide to trot out Desmond Ridder for his preseason debut. So we're going to see Desmond Ridder in a number 9 jersey, for example, for the first time, and the first time since Week 18 of 2022 when he wrapped up his 4-game starting stint, throwing 708 yards and 2 touchdowns. Both those touchdowns coming in the last game against the Bucs, who may or may not have been resting all their starters defensively, but that's neither here nor there. We're going to get a chance to see Desmond Ridder, see what he's been working on this offseason, and just a small sample size. We might see a quarter. I would not expect a whole lot more. If the first drive is a 75-yard, 10-play touchdown drive, Arthur Smith might go, I've seen enough, right? I don't need to trot him back out there to get him ramped up. He did that already. Why bother risking an injury? So I'm excited to see number 9 in 2023 make his preseason debut. Now, which Falcon are you most excited to watch for against the Bengals? Is it Desmond Ridder? Is it Bijan Robinson? Is it someone else? Be active down in the chat right now. Drop a name for the player you are most excited to watch for against the Cincinnati Bengals. Okay, we've got more players and storylines and whatnot to watch for. So coming in at number 2, it's our sweet preseason prince, I'm calling it, Bijan Robinson, the top 10 selection out of Texas. This was a pick that's gotten mixed reviews, and I firmly believe this will be a pick everyone looks back and goes, you know what? Maybe there was someone better after Bijan, but how can you complain? The guy's going to retire as the Falcons' all-time leading rusher. He's going to be a Hall of Fame running back. They just don't come around like this every single year. I think this is the best back we have seen enter the draft since Saquon Barkley or Christian McCaffrey, Adrian Peterson. You don't get an Adrian Peterson in every single draft. I think Bijan Robinson is that type of player. He's the complete package. He doesn't have an Achilles heel. He doesn't have something that holds him back. I love Bijan. I can't wait to watch him.
Petey, I got to ask.
Yeah.
You just said that he is going to retire as the #1 leading rusher.
It's not a very difficult feat to accomplish.
I understand that, but don't you think you're putting a little too much pressure on him?
Nope.
No?
Nope, because the guy's built different. The guy is sensational. He is special. And when it happens, everyone's going to have that story. They're going to be at their friend's basement, they're going to be at the bar, and they're going to watch Bijan trot into the end zone in year 10 for the Falcons, and they go, you know what? I remember his first preseason game. There was that YouTuber who said he's going to be a Hall of Fame running back and end as the Falcons' all-time leading rusher. That guy called it back in 2023. I'm that guy. Now, moving on to my third thing to watch for, that is the other rookie on offense, Matthew Bergeron. With Matt Heinicke on IR, that allows Bergeron to potentially step in and start at the left guard position. So we're going to get a good look at Matthew Bergeron and see how he fares running with the first-team offense. He's going to go up against a Bengals defense that may or may not try out some of its starters, but if they do, they have the likes of Trey Hendrickson and a lot of other great pieces up front. So I'm excited to see how Bergeron fares. He's making the transition from tackle to guard. I don't think it's going to be as smooth as everyone expects it to be. So I wouldn't be shocked if this debut, if you will, at left guard doesn't go swimmingly well. And that's something we're talking about after the game. I think that's got more legs to it than maybe we want to acknowledge. Now, before we get on to the rest of my players to watch for, we are trying to get to 100 likes before the end of the first quarter. And the good news is we have not even started the first quarter. So we've got plenty of time to reach that goal. But let's not procrastinate. Let's get this done now. Like the video if you have not already. We've got 33 likes and over 120 people watching. I know that you guys understand the YouTube politics of begging for likes, comments, and subs and all that. But Rolly and I, we've been working very hard on Falcons Today. And likes get us more viewers, and more viewers get us more studio space, and then we get more content to put out. So help us out, like the video. It goes a really long way. Fourth thing I'm watching for is what Terry Fontenot has been doing all off season long, and that is revamping the defense, and specifically the linebackers, right? He went out and he signed Bud Dupree. He signed Caden Ellis. He re-signs Lorenzo Carter. And now I can't wait to see how we get a whole bunch of new starters up front, right? How does Caden Ellis look if we do get a chance to see him tonight? What about Bud Dupree? Again, can't guarantee any of these guys are going to play or play much, if at all. But if we do get a chance to see them, I want to see how they fare because Fontenot had a lot of work to do this offseason on the defensive side of the football specifically. And I don't think he necessarily nailed it. But I do think he made some low-risk, calculated moves, understanding he can only check so many boxes in one offseason. And this was a box that he made some longer-term moves, like signing Caden Ellis, but he made some short-term moves, like signing Bud Dupree. And he's not going to be this team's leading pass rusher for the next 5 years. So let's see how Atlanta bounces back after a dreadful pass rush in 2022 with this new unit in 2023. Moving on to my fifth and final thing to keep an eye on, speaking of pass rushers, what about a day 2 pick last year in Arnold Ebiketie? Can he get a role in this defense? Maybe it's just me. And if that's the case, let me know. But I feel like there's been so much talk about Caden Ellis and Calais Campbell and Jesse Bates and all these other free agent signings and Zach Harrison out of the draft that we've sort of just neglected what's supposed to be a key piece of this defense. At least that's what you get when you take someone in round 2 of the 2022 NFL draft in Arnold Ebiketie. So can he carve out a role, or is he just going to be a rotational guy at the outside linebacker spot? He was awesome in week 1 against the Saints last year, and then I felt like he kind of disappeared. So I want to see what Ebiketie brings to the table going into 2023, and that starts tonight in the preseason. But let me know which player you are most excited to watch for. I almost drowned. I'm giving shout-outs right now, so drop a name down in the comment section below. To Falcon, he says Taylor Heinicke. I am coining it right now. I want a patent on this. Taylor Heinicke is the new Ryan Fitzmagic.
No, I like that.
You don't want him starting week 1 for your team. But if he comes in week 5, he's going 5-1. There's just no way around it. He literally was at Ryan Fitzpatrick's last team before Fitzmagic retired. It's the perfect passing of the torch. So for the Falcons, sure, you hope Desmond Ridder starts all 17 games. But if he doesn't, they've got Ryan Fitzpatrick coming off the bench. It's Fitzmagic. What's not to love? You don't want him starting all 17 games, just in small doses. And I think that might be Taylor Heinicke. Here we go. We've got Troy Anderson. Oh, and we're watching the Giants game, and the New York Giants, FYI, just scored a touchdown on their opening drive over the Panthers. Troy Anderson.
Panthers stink.
Panthers stink.
They're going to be bad.
They're gonna be. I like
Someone
that.
in the office today talked about how they think the Panthers could win the NFC South. I laughed at them and said, there's no way the Panthers win the division. They're horrible. The team that's going to win the NFC South this year is the Atlanta Falcons, and there's no doubt about that in my mind. And I even put 50 bones on them to win the division a couple weeks ago. I'm so happy about that bet.
I don't think the greatest thing that happened to the Falcons this offseason took place last night. It's not the drafting of Bijan Robinson. It's not signing Jesse Bates. It's watching Marcus Mariota play in the preseason for the Eagles last night and against the Cleveland Browns' second and third string defense. He looked horrid. And the fact that Arthur Smith got that team to 7 wins with Mariota starting really makes you wonder how special he can be as a coach and an offensive mastermind with competent or halfway decent quarterback play. And that's all he needs from Desmond Ridder. I think Arthur Smith is one of the more, I wouldn't say underrated coaches because he's won 14 games through 2 seasons, and that probably is an accurate rating. But I think he's probably maybe underappreciated. How about that? If you could find a difference between the two anyway. And with a good roster, if all else is equal, if all 32 coaches are working with the same roster, Arthur Smith will get better results than more than half the coaches in the NFL. I do think Art is a great coach, and hopefully we see that this year if we get good quarterback play out of Desmond Ridder. Let me see what we're saying here. Barry Brazil says Desmond Ridder. Yeah, like I just talking about. It really boils down to, can Ridder be a non-screw-up, right? I hate to say something nice about Desmond Ridder.
Got to say something nice, Pete.
Yeah, first-time Super Chatters, I say something nice about Desmond Ridder. But as long as Desmond does not get in the way of Bijan in this offensive line, this team can go far. This team can go far. I think Arthur Smith is the best coach in the NFC South. Would you agree?
Oh, the Falcons 100% have the best coaching staff in the South. There's really no doubt about that in my mind. I just think it's like, you know, Petey, you just mentioned it, but like when you actually think about what Arthur Smith and this coaching staff last year did with the roster they had. I mean, when you think about last year, they were the team that everyone predicted to finish last in the NFL. And they won 7 games, 5 of them with the quarterback that you watched potentially last night, Marcus Mariota, who stinks to high heaven. So I think with a improved roster, Ryan Nielsen, who I'm very excited about in the DC spot, I think this team's going to be good, man. They made improvements almost every single position, better coaching staff as well. I think this team's going to win 9 wins, and that's the floor.
I mean, if you look around the NFC South for a moment, let's have a quick roundup. Who got better? Who got worse? I think the Falcons got better.
100%.
I'd rather have the 2023 Falcons roster than the 2022 Falcons roster. So, if we take that and apply it to the other 3 teams in the division, did the Bucs get better or worse?
Oh, they 100% got worse.
They got worse. Okay? So the team that won the division got worse. So now you're competing with the other 2 teams to win the division in my eyes. The Panthers. Did they get better or did they get worse?
I think they got worse.
They got worse. Maybe Bryce Young is great 2-3 years from now, but in year 1, I'm not buying it. So that leaves New Orleans. Do they get better or do they get worse?
I think they stayed the same, if we're going to be honest. I mean, they added Derek Carr. Obviously, that's an improvement at what their quarterback play was last year.
Yeah.
But I'm still not in on Derek Carr. I know Chris Olave. I'm not really sold on Olave.
I'm kind of in the same boat, and I'm thinking about if New Orleans got worse, where was it defensively? And I feel like
They
it's
lost
a complete the Falcons stole their DC, their starting linebacker who got 7 sacks last year, their nose tackle David Onyemata. For every guy that New Orleans lost, Atlanta gained. You know what I mean? It feels like it was an extra step forward for the Falcons.
I mean, the Falcons literally stole not their defensive coordinator, but one of their best defensive coaches in Ryan Nielsen. They took Onyemata, they took Caden Ellis, who combined for double-digit sacks last season. I mean, the Saints got worse defensively.
Just go ahead.
And I was like, that was their calling card. They weren't good on offense last year. The reason why they stayed in games was because of their defense, and they got worse defensively. Sure, you had Derek Carr, but I think he's not that good.
Okay, I agree with everything you're saying, and that reinforces my point of, sure, Derek Carr, but what was Derek Carr's biggest issue in Vegas, in Oakland? He had no defense. He doesn't have a defense in New Orleans potentially either. I mean, I know that we're, counting our chickens before they hatch or whatever, but I just think that if Derek Carr is going from a similar place where he was in Vegas to New Orleans, and he wasn't a winner with the Raiders, why is he going to become one now with the Saints? And also, one last thing, Dennis Allen's a bad coach.
Oh, he's horrible.
He was a bad coach with the Raiders. He was just lucky to be in New Orleans when Sean Payton retired.
I'll say this. I think the Saints might have the worst coaching staff in this division. Because I know the Buccaneers coaching wasn't great last year, but, I mean, Bowles has a decent experience. He's been all right. And then you look at the Panthers' new coach, Frank Reich. He's had success in the past, but Dennis Allen has not. And the fact that people are just, I wouldn't say writing them in, but they're such heavy favorites, the Saints, to win the division, it's ludicrous to me.
So we have some new viewers tuning in right now. Super Chat menu today. Any Super Chat, you get a shout out. Everyone can see your name, whatever message you want to put on there. Keep it at least PG-13. Every 50 likes, and we're at to 53, so that actually leads me to my first Falcon facts. We're not talking Atlanta Falcons. We're talking the actual bird of prey, the Falcon. So every 50 likes, I'll give you guys a Falcon facts. First-time Super Chatters, which in this case should be everyone because this is our first live show on the channel like this. Say something nice about Desmond Ridder. I've got a whole clip of nice things to say about Desmond Ridder, so I will share one every single time we get a first-time Super Chat. $10, it's a shot for Rolly and or myself, and then $50, we're going to do a beer shotgun. So we're at 50 likes. Our first fact about Falcons. Are you ready, Rolly?
I am through the moon.
Okay. Here we go. Falcons. Okay, I want to get the exact number down because it's actually a really cool fact, and I don't want to butcher it. Falcons are not just quick, they are fast. I'm talking really fast. They have been clocked at reaching speeds, and I thought I might have misread this, so that's why I'm double-checking. 242 miles per hour.
Sounds like Bijan Robinson's 40 time.
Fastest animal ever, 242 miles per hour, diving for prey.
That's crazy.
That's insane. 242 miles an hour. I'm going to read it one more time, unless I'm getting bamboozled, but it's by the Smithsonian Magazine, so I got to believe it's true. Falcons have been clocked at reaching speeds of 242 miles per hour while diving for prey, making them the fastest recorded animal ever. I mean, that's just unreal. So that's a Falcon fact right there. Every 50 likes, we will give you guys a new Falcon fact. So if you want more Falcon facts, like the video. We are already coming up on our next like milestone, which would be 100 likes. Chase Sr. hopping on in. So if you want the Falcons to win, like the video. I'll put it this way. For preseason football, I only care about the individuals more so than the team. Because at the end of the day, if the fourth-string defense gives up a touchdown at the end of the game, that won't matter because they won't be out there in the regular season. But I know who will be out there in the regular season, and that's the individuals at the start of the game. So I want them to look good. That is my biggest priority. If Logan Woodside blows the game, I don't give a damn. He's not playing in the regular season. But if Desmond Ridder gets out there and they're up 14-0 when he gets off the field, and then they lose 17-14 because the backups couldn't do anything, we can rest easy going, well, the good news is Desmond Ridder plays all 4 quarters in the regular season. But let's get some good vibes going. Like the video right now. We're at 73 likes, 100 likes, another Falcon fact. So help us get to the next like milestone. 25 of you watching right now who have not liked the video, go ahead and do so. Over 200 people watching. We want to make this stream a big success. If you're unfamiliar with the way we operate here at Chat Sports, we are a group of grinders, if you will, Gruden grinders. And if you get more subscribers and, more likes and all those good stuff, you get more studio space. So Rolly and I want to get you guys more Falcons content, but we need to show our bosses the numbers that warrant us getting more studio space to put out more videos and more watch parties and all that good stuff.
I also say this, and we've shown our Super Chat menu a couple times today, and I'm going to go a step further.
Yeah.
The first person to Super Chat today.
Falcons history, by the way.
Not just anyone, or your first time, just today's stream, whether it be $1, be $10. First person to send in something, I'm taking a shot of Patron.
Oh, you really just upped the ante right there.
What? Wait, no, this isn't Patron.
That looks like Patron. Pick it up for me. Show me the label.
I think it's. No,
it's not Patron. What is it then?
This is a certain brand of tequila.
Silver tequila?
I think it's Blanco.
Okay.
I want to get. Listen, it's Friday,
We're going to break whatever the hell that is out.
I'm trying to get hammered.
I mean, you can't get in trouble if we tell our bosses, like, hey, this is what Falcons fans wanted. We were just following orders from our lovely viewers. So help us accomplish that goal. That's 1,800 tequila. That sounds right. So Ace the Great drinks. No doubt about it. Over 200 people watching right now. Who you got? One more time. Bengals or Falcons, CIN or ATL. Get in the chat. I want to see an army and a full sea of ATLs. I'm going to give shout-outs to everyone who spams ATL in the chat right now. So if you want to shout out on our live stream, start spamming ATL like Mr. Black Mobile is doing. We've got the Dentist 19 Gaming, Boyd Severe, Ace the Great, Bryson Morrow. We got Jade CI, JDA Sports. Get some simpler names, people. Patty L says Cincy. Patty, get out of here, Patty. We've got Luke saying ATL. Dill says ATL. Fleming saying Atlanta. Josiah Adams ATL. Keep spamming ATL like Mr. Raven is doing. Ronnie Lee ATL. Zach saying ATL. Get those ATLs in the chat. Let's rise up. Let's take down the Bengals. Revenge for last year. And what I would say was the lowest of lows for the Falcons 2023 season.
That wasn't great. Not great, Jim.
Season, 2022. That was tough. That was an absolute bloodbath. And you got to respect Arthur Smith. I think he passed it like 10 times in the second half when they were down by 20-plus points. And he's like, what do you want from me? It's not like Mariota is going to lead an aerial attack and bring us back from the depths of hell here. If we're coming back in this game, we're going to rattle off a bunch of 75-yard-plus rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, I'll say this too, Petey, is we went through our 5 things to watch out for as we are 6 minutes away. We kind of co-founded this list, Petey, but I'll say
add on to it.
I'm very excited to see the script the offensive play calling has for the Falcons. We obviously expect Atlanta to be a run-first team, but I want to see how many drives is the starting offense going to get, and what is their play calling going to look like? Are we going to see a lot of the runs to play action? And that's where I want to see Desmond Ridder excel. I think if this Falcons team wants to be what I think they can be in NFC South Division winners and maybe even winning a playoff game this year, Desmond Ridder is going to have to be very effective in play action. So I'm excited to see the blend of play calling for this team offensively.
We are less than 6 minutes away. Preseason football is the only time the NFL does not even try and stay close to their scheduled kickoff time. So, yes, the game kicks off technically in 1 minute, but also not really because that's preseason football for you. It's preseason for them. They're always running behind. So we are, I would say, officially just over 5 minutes away from kickoff. But as soon as this game does get off, we will be breaking it down play-by-play for everyone watching. So if you love the Falcons, let's change the narrative on F's in the chat. Let's make it a good thing here. I know it's usually pour one out, get your F's in the chat, but not today. Today, it's good. Today, it's for the Falcons. So everyone spam F in the chat right now. Plus, we're 12 likes away from another Falcon fact. I've got a whole clip of them here. I'm trying to decide which. Oh, that's the one I want to do next. I've got some good ones. So if you want to get some Falcon facts in, like the video as we are closing in on kickoff. We've got your boy Alberto typing in F. Boyd types F. Rodney types F. As we get ready for kickoff, one thing I do want to kind of spend some time on is the Kyle Pitts return, right? Went down against the Bears last season in the second half of the year, and hopefully he takes the field. He was dressed. He was warming up today. I wouldn't be shocked if he does not take the field, if he tells the coaching staff, hey, after warm-ups, I just don't think I'm quite there yet. But if he does take the field, don't expect Arthur Smith to get into his, creative bag for utilizing Kyle Pitts, but I hope he utilizes him better because I know that Kyle Pitts is a Ferrari that largely has been left in the garage so far in Atlanta because Arthur Smith's offense is not predicated on having a dynamic tight end. It's predicated on running the football, play action, and, well, you usually don't use the 4th overall pick on an offense like that. But hopefully Arthur Smith can scheme up some good and creative ways to get the former Florida Gator involved in this offense and get him back on track after a very promising rookie season minus the touchdowns, got over 1,000 yards, and then a complete turnaround in his sophomore campaign. So hopefully we get some Kyle Pitts sightings going here as we are getting ready for kickoff from Atlanta. We are less than 10 minutes away. The game is supposed to start at 6:30. That ain't going to happen. It's preseason for the NFL. They are always behind for these games here. But let me know what you guys are looking forward to. Tavares Raven, I'd like to see Fitzpatrick as well. He had a really good joint practice with the Miami Dolphins last week. He has been a sneaky, under-the-radar bubble player. So I like the point that Mr. Raven brings up here as that could be a guy that in the second half when all the backups are out there, he's kind of head and shoulders above, and he walks away with a really good stat line. Now, really, really quickly, if you have not subscribed, go ahead and do so because we're going to get you guys the best free Falcons content all year long. So if you want to add a YouTube channel to your Falcons rotation, hit that sub button down below and lock yourself in for the best free Falcons content. Right, Rolly?
I mean, yeah, we're grinding out here trying to bring you guys some fun, entertaining content surrounding your Atlanta Falcons. And, hey, it should be a fun season in the ATL, so let's hopefully we have a good season, make the playoffs, and we can have a lot of fun throughout this year.
We are 5 likes away from 100 likes. Every 50 likes we pick up, I have a Falcon fact to report on. So if you want to get a new Falcon fact, like the video. We've got some pretty creative ones here. So make sure you like the video to help support the channel. It goes a super duper long way.
I also say this. I see Jimmy Burnett in the chat saying take a shot. Well, I put out the feeler that if you want us to take a shot, or me to take a shot, producer Rolly here, I'll do it the first super chat we get sent in.
Jimmy's talking shit, but he ain't backing it up.
Just send in Archangel's in the chat.
We've got some legends of the channel tuning in.
Archangel, I think, is my favorite. I don't want to play favorites, but I have to. My favorite commenter on Falcons Today because he is always one of the first 2 or 3
Noti Gang
people.
president.
He is the Noti Gang president. It's awesome to see him join us for our first really watch party between Pete and I, too. What's up, Archangel?
All right, rise up, Dirty Birds from down under. We've got an Aussie fan. I love this person. This a Bengals fan? No, I don't know what other than, what impression could we get? It literally says ready for Falcons football, not Bengals football. Ready for
We just crossed 100 likes, too, by the way. So
we did?
We get a Falcons fact.
Okay, 1 second, because the TV just went to sleep, so I don't want to miss the kickoff here. All right, Falcons fact. We got to cross 100 likes. Falcons, again, these are just about the birds, not the players, but maybe some of the players, too. Falcons mate for life.
Really?
They are good birds, meaning they are not horny. They are not sleeping around. There's no, college frat dorms for Falcons. They are loyal birds, and they mate for life, and that's what you want to see, I feel like, right? You don't want some hover bird who is picking up all sorts of things from the streets. That's not the Falcons. They pick one spouse, and that's their spouse forever. So that's what you love to see. That's what you love to see. So every 50 likes, we're going to get you guys a new Falcon fact, and we are hopefully getting ready for kickoff here from
And if you're ready for kickoff,
Benz.
spam me. I want to see a shit ton of me's in the chat if you are ready for Falcons football, week 2 of the preseason.
Jimmy is stealing my future facts. Jimmy, stop spoiling future facts. I
No
only
way.
have so many facts, okay? You stole my one for 150, Jimmy. That was not cool. All right, spam me down in the comment section. We've got JDA Sports, Elrod, Electronics, Archangel, we know you are, dude. Jacob is spamming me. Ace the Great, Braxton Buchanan. We've got Brian Johnson, Mario Jackson, The Raven, Bryson Morrow. Spam me down in the comment section if you are ready for kickoff, the first home game for the Falcons of the 2023 NFL season, preseason technically, is about to get underway. And we've got Desmond Ridder hopefully taking the field. We have an update. Oh, here we go. Cincinnati won the coin toss, the first to the second half.
I like that.
Desmond Ridder.
We get to see the offense right away, baby.
We get our sweet prince, Bijan Robinson. Oh, okay.
This
Here we
first
go.
carry is going to hit like crack.
First play, prediction? What do you think?
What if Arthur Smith gets crazy with it and goes play action deep ball to Drake London to start us off?
Let's fucking go.
I'm kind of.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Get your first play predictions down in the comment section. I'm thinking, ready? I'm going to keep it a little bit, a little bit more
Reserved.
vanilla. I'm going to go Bijan Robinson, first down run.
I love that.
I think he sets the tone, and everyone comes out of this going, oh, so that's why they picked him top 10, despite having a 1,000-yard rusher. The guy is the best running back this fan base will ever see. And I love me some big booty Michael Turner.
Michael Turner, I think my favorite Falcon of all time.
He was the best in Madden.
Oh, I'm very excited. I tell you what, they just flashed the sideline for the Falcons, and Calais Campbell, we know he's a big dude. He looks even bigger with the pads on.
Dude's ginormous.
He is huge.
So I think, really quickly, something that gets lost on myself and fans is you see like 6'4", 250. Go stand next to 6'4", 250, and you will see why guys go, so that's why they drafted him. Like, that's an incredibly difficult person to stop running full speed. But we are just about ready for kickoff. It's going to be the Falcons with the ball to start. Who you got? ATL or CIN? Let's get some ATLs going as Evan McPherson puts his right leg into it and boots it down the field. The return gets across the 25. Flag comes down. Helmet comes loose. And a little bit chippy as the Falcons are wearing their black uniforms, white pants. And we've got the Bengals in their road whites with the usual orange helmet. So some dirty laundry on the field. Let's see who it is on. Holding on the return team. Okay, so you know what that means? A minor setback for a great comeback. And that's Desmond Ridder. Here he is. Desmond Ridder. He's on the field. He's wearing the number 9 jersey.
It's Ridder time, baby.
3rd-round pick last year. Making his 2023 preseason debut. I saw Chris Lindstrom up there. I didn't even think he would play in the preseason.
I didn't even see Bijan on the field. That's unfortunate.
Okay, here we go. He's in the pistol formation. Takes the snap. It's a handoff to the left. That is Tyler Algier. That's kind of a fucking downer of a first play. Really wanted Bijan. All right, gain of 3, but there's a flag. Kyle Pitts is on the field. Can confirm. Kyle Pitts is on the field. Okay, we've got a holding on the Falcons. So Chris Lindstrom. All right, that's not ideal. We're 2 penalties for the Falcons to start things off. 1 on the kick return, 1 on the first play from the line of scrimmage. So technically, we don't have the first play yet still. And okay, soft call. Falcons back at their own 8-yard line. Pistol formation once again. I think they're going to run the same play. No, it's a pass. Ridder throws to the flat. That's caught. Mac Hollins. Gain of 7.
Perfect ball.
Mac Hollins was someone that I was somewhat critical as being a wide receiver too. I would never say that to his face. The guy is ginormous. But Desmond Ridder throwing to his left, a bit of a wobbly pass. Say something nice about Desmond, though. It was completed. 2nd and 8, so they get the penalty yardage back. Ridder lining up under center from his own 18-yard line. Takes the snap. It's play action. He dumps it off. That is caught. Kyle Pitts, first down. Kyle Pitts. Nice one-handed grab kind of behind him a little bit, so corrals it. Spam those ones. If this is your first ever Falcons watch party, which I think it has to be, it's our first ever, well, here's what we do on first downs. We spam 1 in the chat. Not the most accurate pass. Say something nice about Desmond. It was caught, though, so that's what we're working with. Kyle Pitts. Let's go. 1st and 10, Falcons out to their own 26-yard line. I formation, handoff. That is a nice, juicy run for Bijan Robinson. His first carry is a first down. Who called that? Who called that? Who called that? 12-yard run.
God, this guy is so talented. Typo
he slipped
7.
the tackle. Watch
Look
this.
at Bijan.
Squeeze me. Get off me. Squeeze me. Pardon me. Let's go. First down carry for Bijan Robinson. The first time he touches the football. Casually gets 12 yards like it's nothing. And the Falcons are out to their own 39. Pistol formation for Ridder. Bengals don't know what to do. It's snapped. It's handed off up the middle. Bijan trying to spin out of some traffic. Don't hurt him. Get off. Okay, kind of got held up for a moment, and you had a whole bunch of Bengals jumping on. I didn't like that. Don't do that to Bijan. Come on now. Gain of 3. Uh-oh.
Bijan looks good, man. This Falcons offense looks good. I'm fired up, man.
Spam 7. 2nd and 7 now. Falcons approaching midfield. Once again, the pistol formation for Desmond Ridder. Takes the snap. 3-step drop. Throws. Caught. Matt Collins slips 1 tackle. First down. So Matt Collins has 2 grabs on the opening series. And Falcons might have something here. The former Raider getting off to a nice start.
Tell you what, spam those 1s. This offense is humming early. Humming, baby.
Humming indeed. First down, Falcons. They're talking about Matt Collins' hatred for shoes, which I'm a big shoe guy.
Yeah, I mean,
Matt
Collins, good
shoes.
football player, little odd.
But the Falcons are across the 50 now. They're at the Bengals 47. I formation once again. It's a play action. Ridder rolling to his right, throwing downfield. That is caught. Drake London sighting. Drake London picks up a good chunk of yardage on 1st and 10. And I think he's got the first down with it. So we talked about this before kickoff. If you watched, if Arthur Smith got the offense to drive down the field on the opening series like they're doing right now, I don't think you need to see anything more from them.
Well, one takeaway I have, PD, is make sure you spam those 5s for a Drake London first down, is the fact that they're going to spend a lot of time in the pistol, play action, a lot of pistol movement here early.
A lot of quick throws. They're not going to ask Desmond to hold on to it too long. Shotgun snap, and we have a pitch, but first a flag, and is this going to be delay of game? False start. That's on Drake London, false start. So a little bit sloppy, and hey, if you're looking for things that you see in the preseason, it's penalties, right? That's kind of what preseason football is for, to make sure you have these mistakes now and not as often in the regular season. So first 5 minutes of the game, the Falcons have had 3 penalties against them, but they bounced back from 2 so far. Let's see if they can bounce back from this one. 1st and 15 now. I formation, Atlanta at the Bengals 40. It's play action. Throw over the middle. That is incomplete. It was a laser beam that slipped through the hands of London. And now we get to a spot that I'm very interested to see how Desmond Ridder responds, right? Rolly, when you're at 2nd and 15, it's kind of hard to run the football, which the Falcons want to do this year. So how does Desmond Ridder...
These are the spots where Desmond Ridder's going to have to show up, because when you're sitting here second, third, and long, they know you're going to pass, so you don't really have the element of surprise.
Pistol formation yet again. Snap. It's a handoff. Bijan to the left. Bijan breaking through the hole, trying to slip out of a tackle. And I feel like the Bengals took that first run personally, Michael Jordan style, and they have since rebounded with, okay, we're not going to let the rookie completely embarrass us. Only a pickup of 3 there, and now we are at 3rd and 12. Bijan, I mean, he looks so good out there, that number 7 jersey. I am drooling. 3rd and 12. Falcons at the Bengals 36-yard line. Hopefully this drive does not stall out. 3rd and long for Ridder. You got to pass. 3 receivers on the field. Let's see how they fare. Shotgun snap. Ridder throwing down the left sideline. That is caught. That's Drake London. What a reception. Contested coverage, and Ridder throws this back shoulder to the left sideline, and London just high points it and comes down with it for a first down.
This offense is humming, Petey.
Falcons out to the 15. Ridder working quickly. He's going to tuck it and run. No, he checks it down. That would have been a touchdown to Bijan, but they blow it dead. It's rigged. It's rigged. Maybe it's just being a challenge. I like the rigged argument more, though. And Zach Taylor, you know what? Screw Zach Taylor. You know he was Ridder's OC at Cincinnati? And here he is, stunting our prince? Come on. That was not nice. It was not considerate. All right, was it a catch? Left foot. He's got a knee. That's a catch. Does
One knee equal 2 feet.
The ball does not move. So this is not a question about whether or not he maintains possession. This is just gobbledygook.
Let us know in the comment section. Is it a catch? Type Y for yes. Type N for no.
I'm just going to try and catch the game up a little
Yeah,
bit.
it is. So far behind.
That's a catch. So this is just a bad call. A bad challenge, rather.
I mean, I like what I've seen from Desmond Ridder early, though. I mean, he's had a couple iffy passes, one behind Kyle Pitts, one behind Drake London, but that back shoulder to Drake London right there was picture perfect. And if it didn't get challenged, he would have had another touchdown pass to Bijan Robinson.
We can't confirm Desmond Ridder watched all of our videos this offseason because we were critical, I think would be appropriate.
I would say critical is a fair word to use.
We were advocating for a guy in Baltimore.
Yeah, he might, in his post-game press conference, personally say, you know, I watched a lot of Falcons Today in the offseason.
Without doubt.
I just had to prove those losers wrong, which we're fine with.
I'd love to be proven wrong on this. But I think it's a catch. I think we have a first down, Atlanta. And, I mean, I guess it's a good challenge by Zach Taylor because it would have been a touchdown. I mean, Bijan would have walked into the end zone. Let's give some shout-outs right now. If you think it's a catch, give me a yes down in the chat. Frank White saying, yes, sir. Hernandez says catch. Mrs. Pittsburgh. I didn't know there was is there a Mr. Pittsburgh? It's a catch. If Mrs. Pittsburgh's a Falcon, then we know that there's a Mr. because Falcons mate for life. We learned that with our previous Falcons fact. By the way, another Falcons fact coming at 150 likes, which we are 35 likes away from. So hit that thumbs up button if you have not already. Derek Jenkins saying, hell yes, it is. We got Dentist 19 Gaming saying yes. Archangel, yes, catch, brother. We've got someone watching from Richmond, Virginia. Love to see it. Silence, Ridder looks good. Ridder looks good. That I can agree with. Bijan looks good too. Bijan looks just very tough to bring down. He runs
Slithering.
with authority.
I mean, people forget that he almost got paralyzed 3 years ago. Do you remember that play where he got flipped over and then his neck bent backwards? He's just a guy who somehow seems to never get hurt. Knock on wood.
This is a catch. His right knee is down. The ball does not move. All right, call stands. Pistol formation yet again. Shotgun snap. Ridder, screen. Bijan catching it. Bijan evading tacklers and getting exited out of bounds within the 10. So it'll be second and short Bijan getting a lot of looks here.
A little
on the
one-handed
first
catcher, Petey. Like,
yeah,
look how nonchalant this was.
So, say something nice about Desmond Ridder. He has been, he's completed a lot of passes, but his receivers has been doing him a lot of favors. Like, a couple of these balls are kind of on the wrong side of the guy. But say something nice about Desmond, it was caught. 2nd and 4. It's a run to the right. This is Algier instead. Nothing. Had that been Bijan, probably touchdown, maybe even 2. Can you do that? With Bijan, yes. B to block the bots. B to block the bots. One day I'm accidentally going to make them a moderator, and that's going to give them way too much power. That's going to be my last day doing a watch party. 3rd and 4. Here we go. 3rd and 4. Ridder lining up in shotgun with Algier on his right. 3 receivers. Kyle Pitts in motion. Ridder surveying, pressure, evading it. Now he's going to tuck it and run. Ridder steps out of bounds, but not before he picks up the first down. Desmond Ridder.
Spam those ones. You know, Petey, underrated part of Ridder's game, he is arguably more mobile than Marcus Mariota is. Believe it or not, Ridder has got some wheels.
Yes, he does indeed. So Ridder using his legs to pick up the first. And the Falcons have 1st and goal. This opening drive has been 8 minutes plus at this rate.
This is Falcons football to a T. Control the clock, run the ball down your throat.
Shotgun snap. Ridder stepping up in the pocket. He wants to run it, and he gets tripped up and taken down by the turf monster. So a gain of maybe 1 or 2. It'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 3. Rolly, I like that point you made of the Falcons want to control the clock. They know that their offense cannot be as explosive. We got a penalty. This is the 4th flag on Atlanta so far, and this is another one on Lindstrom. Very unlike him.
I mean, Lindstrom was the best right guard in football last year, and he's got 2 penalties in the opening drive.
Is this a hold?
What?
That's a soft call.
Seems like good blocking to me.
Did Lindstrom bang the ref's wife? What are we talking about? 1st and goal from the 15. Pistol formation. And, oh, my goodness.
This is a disaster. I tell you what, this is a good opening drive for the Falcons. What is not good is the amount of penalties. This is already, the 5th penalty, PD?
And I know that Ridder talked about disciplined football during the joint practice with the Dolphins as something they really want to focus on. Not a good look when the thing you focus on is the thing you struggle with the most. And Art is pissed right now.
I mean, it's 1st and goal from the 19. That's a recipe for disaster.
Next timeout or stoppage, Rolly, I've got a good impromptu draft for us. But the Falcons are back to their own 19. 1st and goal from the 19. Ridder drops back, passing over the middle. That is caught. Let's go. That's Terrell Hodge. Oh, he's slowly getting up. Hopefully he's okay.
Might have just got a little bit of an ankle turn there. Was brought down awkwardly.
Yeah.
But that was a good ball from Desmond.
It was a very sharp pass.
Sharp pass on an in route there?
Yep. Right over the middle. That takes some guts in the red zone. And yeah, that's an ankle injury. It probably looks like for Terrell Hodge. The ball now sits at the Bengals' 8-yard line. Pistol formation. Ridder takes the snap. It's a run to the right. Nowhere to go. That's not on Robinson. That's on the blocking that time. Never Bijan's fault.
I will say this is objectively hilarious that the Falcons' first possession with their ones the entire season is going to go 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Literally, we are at the 10-minute mark. 3rd and goal from the 6. Ridder, shotgun snap. With time to the end zone. That is intercepted. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's picked off. The return's the other way. Ridder makes the tackle. It was tipped. He was looking for Scotty Miller. He was looking for Scotty Miller, and it gets tipped up into the air, and then you have a Bengals linebacker come over and pick it off. And then Ridder making the tackle. I don't know what's worse, the interception or Ridder in the preseason trying to make a tackle. Did you not watch Friday Night Lights? Don't do that. Bad idea. But we can't make F a good and bad thing, Rolly. That sucks. We were so good. This was a Super Bowl bound offense that first drive. 10 minutes, 3 yards, and a cloud of dust every single time, and then the pick. That sucks. That was a great first drive up until the last play. But ultimately, I do think that is something that is a focal point, which is, as a young quarterback for Ridder, finishing off drives and not forcing the ball into tight windows where, sure, you didn't throw like a pick, meaning like the DB jumped the route, but you threw it in a tight coverage where a DB can pop the ball up and everything's so condensed at the goal line, someone's going to catch it. Okay. Make sure to subscribe, by the way. We are trying to get to the next milestone, if you will, which in this case is 13,300 subscribers. We're 100 and change away. We've got over 350 people watching right now. So I know there are 106 of you watching who are not subscribed. Change that. Hit the sub button down below. Get yourself the best Falcons content all year long. 10-minute drive, and the Falcons come up short. That is not nice. That's tough right there. Some good takeaways. Kyle Pitts touched the ball. He looked good. Drake London had an incredible reception. Bijan is NFL Rookie of the Year already.
All right, to be nice, though. Say
nice
nice things about Desmond. Sure, not the best throw to Scotty Miller, but wasn't completely his fault.
No, the DB made a great play. So it's just a little stick route where Scotty's going to run to the goal line, turn around, and try and catch the ball and fall into the end zone. And the DB sticks his hand in front of Scotty's hands. It pops the ball up, and the linebacker comes over and grabs it. So, sucks to see. An unfortunate bounce, an unlucky break, if you will, for Desmond Ridder there. But I think there is something to be learned of knowing which windows to try and force the ball into in different circumstances.
Yeah.
3rd and goal is probably not the time for that.
That's actually a great point, PD, because even though the ball was tipped in the air, intercepted, even if that ball was caught by Scotty Miller, the defender, Mike Hilton, was draped all over Miller, like at the 4-yard line. So he wasn't going to score even if he catches it. So you might think there, maybe go somewhere else, not try to force it into Scotty Miller.
So the Bengals offense comes on the field from their own 20 after the return. And now we get to see the Falcons' new defense. No Joe Burrow, no T. Higgins, no Jamar Chase. I really have no idea what to expect out of the Bengals in this game here. But I see Grady Jarrett on the field. I see Caden Ellis on the field. I see Troy Anderson on the field.
Let's show some love to the defense.
I see
Type
Arnold
those S's for a stop.
Is that Brandon Allen?
Yes.
He's still there?
Yes.
He shows up to the Bengals facilities, and they're just surprised that his card still works. 3-step drop, 2nd and 9, throw to the left. That's caught, 1st down. And I didn't see who was in coverage, but is that Caden Ellis? All right, so Caden Ellis. Oh, it's Trevor Siemian. It's basically Brandon Allen.
Even better.
Yeah, it's just a slightly taller version of Brandon Allen.
Trevor Siemian. We have 2 type of quarterbacks in the NFL. We have different variations of Kirk Cousins and Brandon Allen.
Yep. Brandon Allen's the backup Kirk Cousins. 1st and 10, Brandon Allen 2.0, play action, dumping it to the flat, wide open Bengal, and a gain of 14. So a couple chunks of big yardage for the Bengals as they make their way out to the middle of the field. Trevor Siemian went to Northwestern. I have no idea how he's still in the NFL. Sometimes there's guys who are bad in college, cough, cough, Felipe Franks, and how do they get to the pros? I don't understand that sometimes. That's Trevor Siemian. Failed upwards. 1st and 10. Siemian in shotgun. Takes the snap. It's a handoff and a run. And that is Evans. I think that's the rookie out of Ole Miss, right? No, the running back last year, Evans, who went to Ole Miss, transferred from TCU. Where did he go? I don't know. No, I'm telling you, there was a running back last year coming out of Ole Miss. "50-yard line. Bengals. Oh, we have movement. We have movement. False start on the offense. Okay, now it's their turn to get a penalty for a change.
Type those LOLs. Clown the Bengals.
The bots are just
Dude,
horrendous.
I've never seen them this bad before.
The bots
Also,
are like mosquitoes.
150 likes. Falcon fact.
Okay, Falcon fact. Should we do here? I'm gonna get 2 up, and I'll let you pick. Which one? Do you want to do number 4, or okay, number 4? Falcons have better vision than humans do. On 2nd and 10, Simeon throws towards the sideline. That is caught. Oh, come on, gain of 12, and that's AJ Terrell in coverage as well. So AJ Terrell can't be cooked by a 4th stringer. That's not good. Falcons have better vision than humans do. 8 times better. They can spot prey from 2 miles away.
I mean, if they're diving down at 242 miles per hour, they better be able to see good.
Yeah. Jesse Bates is out there with the starters. Bud Dupree, David Onyemata as well. On 1st and 10, it's a run to the right. Flag down. So both teams coming in relatively undisciplined, we'll say. Huh? That's on the Falcons? Oh, no. It's on the Falcons. Defensive holding. And I've got to envision that Arthur Smith is livid right now. There have been 5 penalties so far on the Falcons. Can't have that. Cannot have that. So 1st and 10, and the ball sits at the Falcons' 36-yard line. Under center, Simeon play action. Pressure, evades it. And now Simeon looking to his left, and he just throws it out of bounds. That looked like David Onyemata bringing the heat. And a flag.
And it's defensive holding on Trey Flowers.
Oh, jeepers creepers.
This is not the best start for our Birds.
Okay, 7 penalties now for Atlanta. We are not even done with the first quarter. They are averaging 28 penalties. New guy, Mr. Jace. Could you please look up the most amount of penalties in an NFL game? Because we are on track.
I think it's the...
We're on pace for 28.
I think it's the Raiders. They've had 20 penalty game before.
Okay, with a $1:41 to go in the first quarter, the Super Chat battle. It's very close, and not in a great way for our livelihood. On 1st and 10, it's a run. So here's the dealio. We're doing a Super Chat battle with our Bengals watch party here at Chat Sports, a whole nother crew and everything. They're up to $6 in Super Chats. If someone can send in $7, we win the first quarter. They've got to go take a shot in Cincinnati. So someone out there watching right now, put the cape on, be the hero, and get us $7 in Super Chats to take down the Bengals breakdown.
Also, we have an answer. Raiders 23.
Good job, Rolly. Okay. 2nd and 9. Simeon in shotgun takes the snap. It's a run up the middle. Chase Brown, the rookie from Illinois. He was awesome in Urbana-Champaign last time.
Third down.
Span the threes. This is what we do on 3rd downs. We make some noise. Calais Campbell's on the field. Span those threes.
It's going to stop.
Span those threes. Let's get off the field. 3rd and 6. Simeon in shotgun. Everyone type 3. Span those threes like Archangel, paving the way. Snap. Simeon. Quick throw. That is caught, and it's going to be close.
I think he's short.
I think he's short, too. It looked like Jesse Bates made the tackle. Jesse Bates' revenge game.
Yes.
Against the Bengals.
They're going to mark him short.
That's short, baby. That's short. B to block the bots. So the Falcons' defense was a little bit sloppy to start that drive. But bend don't break. If they can get off the field here, You don't really want to see Trevor Siemian dice up your starting defense.
No, that's not great.
That's probably not what I wanted to see. If I had to pick two options, that would be the one I don't want to see.
I'll say this, though, Pete.
But here we go.
As we just ended the first quarter,
yeah.
If you want the Falcons to get a stop, and if you're ready for actually Falcons football that matters to the 2023 standings, hit that like button. We're 165 likes. Let's see if we get to 200 in this timeout. Because guess what? If we get to 200 likes at this timeout, we get a Falcons fact, and F it, I'm taking a shot.
So we have that. Plus, I think we lost the first quarter Super Chat battle with the Bengals breakdown.
Not great.
I'm a little disappointed, if I'm being honest here. We lost $6 to nothing. It was a matter of $7 to give us the win over the Bengals breakdown. Tom Downey and Chris Daughtry over in Cincinnati. So that's a bit of a tough pill to swallow. But the second quarter is the bounce back quarter. No one wants to peak in the first quarter. We're 25 likes away, by the way, from our next milestone. I've got another Falcons fact. Every 50 likes, I'm giving you guys Falcons facts. So we are 24 likes away.
And let's get that comment section.
So I see the Saints fan. Watch this. Ready for a magic trick?
Uh-oh.
Everyone watch the Saints fan in the chat right now. And now watch him disappear. Look at that.
And because of
Houdini could never.
He's inspired us. We're going in the sub-only chat.
I like that idea.
So if you are subscribed, you can only chat now. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe to chat. And if you are, type me to show us you are a real one who is subscribed to Falcons Today.
Almost 400 people watching. We're 20 likes away from 200. Every 50 likes, Falcons facts. Type me if you are subscribed. I'm giving shout-outs. And, yeah, bye-bye to the Aints, indeed. So, Robert is subscribed, and we are back in action, baby. Here we go.
Are they going for it? They are.
We're going to go for it. You know what that means. Spam your fours. Spam your fours. Get the fours in the chat. Fourth and two. Fourth and two. Siemian lining up in shotgun. Get those fours in the chat. Fourth and two. Takes the snap. Throwing downfield to the right side. That's incomplete. No flag. No flag. Let's go.
Who locked them up? Is that Alford?
D. Alford, baby. Let's go.
What a play.
Way to make a play on the football, D. Let's go. Defense gets off the field.
Type those LFGs, baby. Falcons ball, LFG.
No flag, Drew Sample. Suck it. LFG. That's what I'm talking about. So the Bengals failed to convert on 4th and 2. Anytime you can throw a ball 40 yards down the field on 4th and 2, you have to do it. Right? That's the only option you really have. So credit to Trevor Siemian. This is the Super Chat menu as we are back at commercial in the game. Any Super Chat, you get a shout-out. 50 likes, Falcon facts, first-time Super Chatter. I've got so many facts and nice things to say about Desmond Ridder. They are about to ooze out of me. First-time Super Chatter, I will say something nice about Desmond Ridder. And then $10 Super Chat. Producer Rolly and I will take a shot.
I'll also say this. I offered this before the game started, and I feel like I'm just passing around my body right now, but the first person to send in a Super Chat tonight, I'm taking a shot.
You know who does not pass around their body? Falcons. They mate for life.
That's right. Falcon fact number 1 on the day.
Bingo. And then $50, beer shotgun. Now, that is definitely for the more rambunctious for the crowd.
Yes.
If someone wants to be a big baller and go down in Falcons watch party history, by all means, it is there for the taking. We got Kenner Drake saying, great job, guys. Okay, I did have a draft I wanted to do.
Okay.
This is Rolly and I's thing here. Really quickly, 4-person draft, four round draft. Coaches you do not want getting mad at you, but never mind, we've got a first-time Super Chatter! Let's go! Mr. Black Mobile! First-time Super Chatter! Let's go! Take a shot, Rolly. You got to follow orders.
Yep.
Take a shot indeed, and I've got a Desmond Ridder fact.
Desmond, something nice about Desmond Ridder.
Say something nice about Desmond Ridder. Okay. Say something nice about Desmond Ridder. His first name is not Desmond. It's James Desmond Ridder. And in the South, it's a lot more common to go by your middle name than other parts of the country. So he's already fitting in quite well down in the Southeast. So say something nice about Desmond. I have an Uncle James. He goes by Jim, so it's another case where the guy doesn't go by the name James. And he's super funny. So I got to think Desmond has to be a funny guy in the locker room.
All right, this shot is for Mr. Black Mobile for kicking us off. Thank you.
The first Super Chat of the day. Hey, if you want to get on screen, Super Chat, and we will toss it on. First and 10.
And Heinicke's in.
Oh, Taylor Heinicke's in. That's not fun.
Only one drive for Desmond, man. That's disappointing.
It took 10 minutes.
It did take 10 minutes.
Okay, so Desmond Ridder's day is done. We will not see any more of him. All in all, I think you have to like but not love what you saw in Desmond Ridder.
I mean, you only get one drive, but might as well ask you this now. Grade Desmond Ridder's first half.
2nd and 8. It's a pistol formation. Heinicke throw. That is caught. That Parker Hesse?
Yes.
Parker Hesse making the reception there. Matthew Bergeron is still in the game. So if you're looking for starters still out there, Matthew Bergeron is still in at left guard. You know what? This next play, 3rd and 1, all eyes on Bergeron.
Run it left guard.
Left guard. Let's watch Bergeron.
Oh, yeah, that's him at left guard.
Yep. Next to Jalen Mayfield at left tackle.
Interesting.
Under center.
3 tight end set.
Okay, so it wasn't great. Or was that Mayfield? No, that was Mayfield. All right, Mayfield ended up on all fours.
Oh.
Bergeron pushed his man down the line for a second.
First down, though. Type those ones.
First down. Bergeron. That's a good block.
Oh, that was a great.
That's a good block right there by Bergeron.
Matthew.
1st and 10. Heinicke in the pistol formation. Takes the snap. It's a run up the middle. I'm just watching 65 Matthew Bergeron. I just want to see some, violence out of him. You know what I mean? I want to see that he is going to go the extra yard. 2nd and 5 coming up. Oh! A $10 super chat!
Archangel, the
Let's
living
go!
legend! Let's go!
2nd and 5. Heinicke pump fake looking for Archangel. No, he tucks it and runs on 2nd and 5 and slides just shy of the first down marker. But he had Archangel screaming down the sideline.
Let's go, Archangel! I'm going to say it. He's just the GOAT of Falcons today.
No doubt. No doubt about it right now. 3rd and 1. Rise up until the casket drops. Let's effing go.
Shot time.
Since 1991. Archangel, thank you so much. You're the man. Hopefully that $10 super chat gets us ahead of the Bengals breakdown in super chats as well. 3rd and 1. Pistol formation. Flags. And it's false start. It's going to be on the Falcons, of course. And that will be their 8th penalty of the game.
We're going for that 23 record.
Not good.
Yeah, not great.
But Bijan looks good on the first run.
Bijan did look good.
Looked very good. Archangel, you're the man. 3rd and 6.
Oh! Ivan!
We got a $20 super chat. Really quickly, 3rd and 6. Heinicke takes the snap, looks for Ivan over the middle. That is incomplete.
It looks like Josh Ali. Yeah.
The throw is high and behind him, nearly intercepted, and it's 4th and 6 as a result. But Ivan, no cap. It's Ivan. There's no cap.
No cap.
No cap. Another shot and rise up. Hey, this calls a shot for me as well.
I think we both take a shot.
Yeah.
It.
Could I toss this? Well, you can't really toss it back. So we didn't think that part through.
We did not think that part through.
Who's the new guy?
I don't know. I'll take a shot, and then I'll pass the bottle to Petey.
Okay. You pass the bottle?
Actually, I won't take it. We'll take it together.
Hunt, meanwhile, is all the way out to the 5-yard line. There is a flag. I am terrified. Oh, God.
And it's from the back judge, too, which is intriguing.
If you're the back judge point of view, maybe you see a hold.
Yeah.
It could be running out of bounds and not coming back in.
There we go.
Okay.
All right, we take that. Take it. Back them up.
Big sigh of relief. Ivan, though, and Archangel, and Mr. Black Mobile, thank you all so much for your super chats. They are so helpful to help us grow our channel. Thank you, guys. Shout out to you. You are legends here at the channel already. Can you fire this up? Or okay, you talk.
PD, here we go.
I'm off camera.
Yeah, you're good. I'm still on camera, so we're good. But Ivan No Cap, shout out to you. Shout out to Archangel. You guys are the best. And PD and I will now be taking a shot here for you guys, because you guys make our job so much fun.
Hey, you guys.
And we just love talking Falcons football.
I can't believe you picked this up and didn't know what kind of tequila it was, and it has the name 1800 Tequila on the bottle.
Well, I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, we ready? Tequila is not my friend.
It's tequila time. Your shot glass is also significantly bigger than mine.
This was a very bad trade. What?
Mistake.
This is the worst deal ever. Okay.
All right, ready, PD?
Cannonball! Cannonball coming! Cannonball!
Oh, yeah. That's the stuff.
I don't like that. I didn't enjoy that. Going down. Okay. Mr. Black Mobile has quickly discovered how super chats can be abused. Let's get these boys lit before the half. Oh, boy. Robert, over under 25 flags for the Falcons. They're at 7 right now, or I think they're at 8. They're at 8, I believe. So, okay, 8. I think hopefully less. I don't know.
Well, I want to know your guys' thoughts.
Hey, we're 3 legs away from another Falcons fact.
We're 3 legs away from a Falcons fact, but I want to know, do you guys think the Falcons will win the NFC South? If you do, like the video. And I'm hitting my like button because I absolutely think the Falcons will win the South this year.
Like the video if you just believe whatever Rolly just said right there. We're 2 legs away. I'm trying to get my next Falcon fact in my head, and I've got a good one. And it was leaked earlier in the chat, so I'm going to run it now.
Well, good thing because we just crossed 200 likes.
200 likes. 200 likes. Every 50 likes, a Falcon fact. My next Falcon fact is Falcons, when they get their prey, they don't lose it. They don't drop their prey. They don't bat 500. If it gets you, good night. You ever hear the saying for Bears? I'll say it after this play here, as we are back in Atlanta on 1st and 10, a throw down the sideline, and that is incomplete. Out of bounds. You know the saying for Bears? If it's brown, lay down. If it's black, fight back. If it's white, good night. You see a Falcon as a chipmunk. Good night. You're donezos.
What? Oh, yeah. No catch.
Out of bounds.
Good coverage.
I don't think he got 1 foot in bounds. 2nd and 10.
Oh, we might have a challenge flag out.
What is with Zach Taylor?
He's obsessed.
Okay. I think it's a bit rookie. It's a bit Bush League to challenge plays in the preseason. Like, what are you trying to accomplish, dude? Oh, we also had some first-time super chatters there.
Yeah, we have to do 2 Desmond Ridder.
No. It just says Ivan's a first-time super chatter. $10 super chat from Will Hensley. Rise up. Hopefully you bet the under. I usually advocate for betting the over in preseason games to keep yourself interested, but I agree. Hopefully you bet the under. Hopefully you bet the under on this game and MLS games in general. Could not imagine.
MLS taking a shot out there.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't know. I think I disagree. I think over is an MLS.
You think over is an MLS?
Because everyone just gets to get free shots.
Will, thank you so much for your super chat. Really appreciated. That means another shot.
Yeah, you'll take it this
Yeah.
time. I'll take the next one.
I don't think I am liking the path we are heading down, though. And,
I
thought this
do.
would be a casual Friday.
Nope.
You know?
Let's get fucked up.
Yep. Okay. So, Will, you might not have been aware of this, but every $10, it's a shot. And we got 1,800 tequila, so I won't add any more color to that picture.
I'll also
we
say
go.
this, PD. We are in a battle with the Bengals on the field today.
Cannonball!
But we're
Cannonball's
also
coming.
on a battle versus the Bengals breakdown on YouTube in a super chat battle. And we are currently up 42-40. So we are in a battle as PD looks like he wants to cry.
I don't do tequila well.
So we are up $2 right now on the Bengals breakdown. I'd like to at least beat the Bengals once tonight, whether it be on the field or in the super chat battle. So we're up 2 right now. Make it happen. What happened to our screen?
I don't quite know.
We get
NFL Plus is boning us.
We
right
get shadow
now.
banned?
We might be getting shadow banned.
Oh, Shay's in the chat.
We got Shaylin in the chat. Shaylin's here. Everyone watching from Atlanta, what's your Taco Mac order? It's an absolute staple for the Falcons or for the Atlanta natives. Let me know your Taco Mac order. Okay. Our stream just got frozen, so we're gonna hit that reset button right now.
It's absolute chaos.
Yep.
But I'll ask you guys this. Is it a catch? Type Y for yes. Type N for no. Let me know in the comment section.
Yeah, we have a challenge underway. It's one thing to challenge once in the preseason in a game. Challenge twice in the first half, by the way. Not even spreading it out a little bit. The good news is this will not be confirmed as a catch. And the Bengals are now out of challenges.
It's incomplete.
Yep. Rolly, go to wing flavor.
Tough. Wow. Go to?
Yeah.
I just a plain medium guy.
Medium guy?
Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
Simple.
I like a nice, like a honey chipotle.
Wait, what was the draft?
Oh, I'll say after this play here. It's a pretty good one. 2nd and 10. Throw over the middle. That is incomplete. Off the target. The draft I want to do the next time out. 4 coaches or 4 picks each. So 2 each. 4 picks total, 2 each. Coaches you do not want mad at you on the sideline.
Yeah.
NFL coaches you do not want to piss off in the game.
It's also third down.
Spam those threes. Spam those threes. Bengals backed up to their own 8-yard line.
Cover
3rd
0.
and 10.
Oh, they dropped out of it.
Shotgun snap. Pressure. And it's dropped. Oh, there we go. Check down. And a great play made there by the Falcons defense. And Chapman brings down the Bengals running back for a minimal gain on the play, if any
Chapman's
at
had
all.
a solid camp here, too.
He's definitely a guy to keep an eye on as one of those like preseason bubble players who could make a difficult life for the coaching staff. They got to make roster cutdowns.
Great rush there by Malone, I think that is.
4th and 10. Yep. And the Bengals are going to punt it away here. And the punt is off. Oh, gosh.
no.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Get out of bounds.
Get out of bounds. I have
Oh.
no idea. Okay, that was a cluster F of a play. It looked like it might have touched a Falcons player for a second, and that would have made it a live football. But I'm not quite sure that it did.
D. Alford was
Was the-
there on the punt return.
Yeah, no Avery Williams. So
Which is an interesting thing we have to keep our eye on out for this.
yeah, if you're looking for real legit takeaways from the preseason games when the starters are out, who's in for kick return and punt return? I mean, the Falcons could kind of go the cheating the system route and just fair catch everything and get it out to the 25, at least on kick returns. But punt returns, they got to figure something out. Okay, over 280 people watching right now, 210 likes. We're trying to get to our next milestone really quickly. We're trying to reach 14,000 subscribers. So if you have not subscribed, consider subscribing. It's completely free. So I'm not supposed to say this, but I'll keep it real with you all. You can always unsubscribe if you don't like the content in a week or so. But the beauty is we don't have your credit card information, and you don't forget to unsubscribe, and then you get billed in a week. No, it's just clicking the button. So I don't see what you have to lose by giving it a shot. So consider subscribing if you have not already. We are scoreless here with 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. Let's draft, Rolly.
Okay.
Coaches that, as a player, it's the last coach you want to see on the sideline after you screwed up. I'll give you the 1-1.
I don't think I want to see Bill Belichick mad.
That was going to be my pick.
Yeah.
He is Darth Vader when he's mad. That's the last guy you want to see. If you're late to the meeting, you're off the team.
Yeah, very scary stuff.
Guy I don't want to see mad coming off the field, I will go with...
Oh, I got a good second pick.
I feel like Ron Rivera.
Yep, let's go on.
He has a I'm not mad, I'm disappointed face.
Yeah, it's a good one. Ready for this?
Yeah.
Sneaky. My second pick, Andy Reid. Why? Because he is usually a pretty happy guy. So if he's mad at you, you did something really, really bad.
Robert, go Falcons. Yeah, that's like pissing off Santa.
Right.
If
Don't
you
want that.
find a way to piss off Santa, you're really in the doghouse. My last pick of coaches I do not want to piss off, I'm going to go with, I got one in my back pocket. How about Pete Carroll? Not a great pick, but he does have that like blank stare where he just looks through your soul as he chomps his gum. And he's just looking at you like, I can't believe you are wasting oxygen right now. He has that look.
That's fair.
Okay. Taylor Heinicke in the offense back on the field, and Heinicke is sacked on 1st and 10.
God damn it.
Bergeron is no longer on the field. So if you were looking for starters who were still out there, Bergeron is no longer part of that group. I don't think Bergeron was bad. I don't think he was all that noteworthy. Okay. 2nd and 17 after the sack. Pistol formation for Heinicke. Takes the snap. I think that could have been a false start, but they don't call it. Heinicke airs it out. That is caught. Big gain on 2nd and 17. Josh Ali moves the chains with a 20-yard reception on 2nd and a mile.
Ali, who had a good camp, formerly out of Kentucky, could make this roster.
The wide receiver room is very open-ended.
I mean, you've got probably the locks of Scotty Miller, Matt Collins, Drake London, and Kadero Hodge, but that 5th wide receiver is up in the air.
Yeah. 1st and 10, Atlanta across the 50 now. It's a run to the left. I wish it was Bijan. If it was Bijan, it would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's Washington, Carlos Washington.
Excited for Carlos Washington Jr., though. UDFA, very solid, has flashed a lot in camp, good route runner, but let's see what he can do with the rock in his hands.
That brings up 2nd down. So 2nd and 8. Heinicke lining up under center, I formation. Takes the snap. It's a play action to his right. Heinicke, lots of green grass, throwing, and that is nearly intercepted. Oh, my goodness. Heinicke had all the room in the world. He steps, he plants his foot down, he delivers a strike into a crowded area, and it's nearly picked off. Bad throw, bad decision, and he had all the time in the world. Oh! Another super chat from Archangel.
The GOAT! The GOAT!
Let's go, Archangel. Why not take another shots? 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap, Heinicke throwing over the middle. That is caught. 1st down, Atlanta.
Xavier Malone with a good catch.
Malone.
Type those
Keep
ones.
the drive alive. It's your turn for a shot, by the way.
Yeah, I'll take the next shot here.
For
we'll do it after
Archangel.
this. We'll do it for this after this drive here.
Yep.
But let's see if the Falcons can get on the board. Shout out Archangel and type those ones for the 1st down, baby.
Not going to lie, Heinicke is impressing so far in terms of
he had that
accurate.
bad toss.
He had the bad toss. I
Should've
did
been
forget
picked.
about that.
But other than that, decent.
1st and 10, the Falcons at the Cincinnati Bengals 30. It's a run to the right. and not a lot of running room that time for the Falcons, so a small gain on the play. All in all, I have not been overly impressed by the Falcons' offensive line so far, imposing their will. Got all the backups in there right now, so it's really hard.
I mean, I don't think Drew Dahlman played today. I could have been wrong about that.
No, I
think it was
he's still dealing with an injury.
Yeah. So we haven't had the first fall start. Steven Lester, no, Jonnu Smith hasn't done anything. I don't even think he's playing today.
2nd and 7. Shotgun snap. Run up the middle, and it's a gain of 4. And we got a first-time Super Chatter! Chris Cooley. No battle on the field or in Super Chats. Rise up, Dirty Birds. Chris Cooley. Oh, Charles Cooley. I'm sorry,
You're
Charles.
thinking of the tight end for Notre Dame.
Yeah. Thinking of the old, bear with me, Washington Redskins tight end.
Let's go, Charles. We'll get a Desmond Ridder nice thing coming up soon.
3rd and 4. Heinicke takes the snap. Throwing down the sideline. Has a guy open. Oh, it's caught but out of bounds. It's incomplete.
Damn.
It was a beautiful throw and catch, but I don't think he even got 1 foot in bounds.
No. But now the officials are going to huddle up here. Something's up.
There's a flag.
Hopefully we get a do-over.
Let's see what we get here.
Here, still don't know what the call is.
Waiting on that one.
Here it is.
Wow, unsportsmanlike conduct on the Bengals.
So that's a first down.
He said defense. It's on the Bengals. It's on the Bengals. The TV said the Falcons for a moment. That threw me off.
First down, Falcons. Type those ones, baby.
Yep.
Scotty Miller, good wheel route there. Heinicke needed to put that a little bit inside so Scotty could have caught it in bounds. Mm-hmm. But we'll take it. First down, Atlanta.
And then, Charles, we got a fun fact for you for Desmond Ridder. After this 1st and goal. I don't want to cuck the play at all.
1st and 10 from the Bengals 11. Let's get a touchdown here.
Pistol formation for Heinicke. And false start in the right guard.
Oh, God.
Damn. That's a bummer. So, that's on Vrabel.
Tyler Vrabel.
Oh, another guy I do not want mad at me on the sideline is Mike Vrabel.
Yeah.
That is intimidating.
All right, Arthur Smith cannot be happy about these penalties. I'll tell you what.
1st and 15. Ridder takes the snap. It's a run to the left, and the handoff goes nowhere. Yikes. Not going to lie. The things that the Falcons need to do to be successful this year is run the football. They had that 12-yard run by Bijan on the first touch of the game for him. And since then, I feel like there has not been much of a push up front.
No, it hasn't been great for Atlanta here on the offensive line-wise. But I'm not going to panic you just yet, PD. It's the first time they've played a real game together, and they only played 1 drive. So
2nd and 13. Pistol formation for Ridder. Heinicke takes the snap, throws to the sideline. That is caught, and on 2nd and 13, they get about 5 yards or so.
So 3rd and 8 from the 9.
Josh Ali on the receiving end of that throw.
I like Ali, man. Looks solid.
Talk about a winner so far.
Early
Josh
winner.
Ali would be a winner.
I'll mark him down.
3rd and 8. 3rd and 8. Here we go.
Honestly,
now we're quiet on 3rd downs here.
Might have to put Lindstrom in the losers.
Yeah.
2 penalties.
Shotgun snap for Heinicke. Taylor is sacked. Down he goes.
It's going to go Falcons O-line.
And, a sack for the Bengals on 3rd and 8. And Younghoe Koo is going to come on from the Falcons' 17, 18-yard line. So that'll bring on the field goal unit, but we will have a break in the score here, hopefully, as one of the NFL's more accurate kickers steps on for a 36-yarder from the right hash. And Koo's kick is up, and it is good. So Atlanta strikes first. They're up 3-0. Get those threes in the chat for Younghoe Koo, putting 3 on the board. I have a nice thing to say about Desmond Ridder. First-time Super Chats warrant a nice thing. I think I'm up to 2 right now. So, because we had another first-time Super Chat earlier. So, if you want something nice about Desmond, Super Chat for the first time, Charles Cooley saying, no battle on the field or in Super Chats. Rise up, dirty birds. Say something nice about Desmond Ridder. He was asked once before he got to the NFL if you could bring one teammate of yours from Cincinnati with you, who would it be? He said Sauce Gardner. He knows talent. The best cornerback last year, arguably, and Desmond Ridder knew that before even the draft process.
Yeah.
So the guy knows skill. Got to tip your cap to him. He can identify talent with ease.
Desmond
Say
Ridder.
something nice about Desmond Ridder.
Next Falcons GM.
Yes.
But shout out to Archangel who sent a $10 super chat during that last drive. I owe you a shot.
And then I think the previous super chat from Archangel was a first-time super. That looked rough.
No, it was Will Hensley's.
Before Will.
Before Will?
Yeah.
Ivan
was a first-time super chatter for sure.
You owe another Ridder fact?
I owe another Ridder fact. Yeah.
God.
Yeah, Ivan was a first-time super chatter. Say something nice about Desmond Ridder. Similarly, he was asked about quarterbacks he looks up to in the NFL before last year, and he said Marcus Mariota. Mariota, very nice guy. Great human.
That's how we're going to describe Desmond Ridder. Or, Marcus Mariota.
Might not be the most... Okay. He won a Heisman. How about that? So, say something nice about Desmond.
Say something nice about Desmond.
Say something nice about Desmond Ridder right there, baby. That's what you love to see. Let's get some shout-outs right now. Spam ATL in the chat. Get those ATLs flowing in the chat section right now. Spam it down below, and I'm going to give shout-outs to everyone who gets involved. And then, Rolly, can you apprise the audience of the Super Chat battle?
Yeah.
With the Bengals breakdown? Because I think it's neck and neck right now.
It is very close.
Archangel's getting ATL in the chat. We'll get the updated numbers for everyone. Mr. Drake is, Brandon, Robert, Archangel. We've got Verbify. Andrew wants more points in offense. I agree.
It's
I agree.
actually
tied.
$56 between us and the Bengals breakdown. And we have a battle every quarter as well in the game. But this quarter, we have tied 56-56. So if you want the Bengals stream to take a shot, we have to win this quarter. It's neck and neck. Let's see if we can get it done.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's take down the Bengals on the field and on the YouTube side of things here. Who kicks it off to restart the game? The return gets across the 15, now across the 20, and some green grass out to the 35 and taken down just before the 40.
Be first and 10 at the Bengals 37.
So good field position now for Cincinnati. A 37-yard return, 38-yard return. Okay.
Love it, Archangel. Beat the Bengals.
Let's beat the Bengals. Falcons with a 3-0 lead with a little over 5 minutes to go in the first half. It's first and 10. Under center. Simeon hands it off. Run to the left for Evans, and no room to operate that time.
Kamoko Toure on the stop. Fun fact, PD, when I was in college as a junior, I went to the Super Bowl and covered it for my radio station. Got to interview Kamoko Toure
Cool
when
guy.
he was currently on the Indianapolis Colts at the time. Decent guy.
Nice, good, decent guy.
Decent guy. Wasn't
guy.
the best interview, I'll admit.
That's probably your fault.
No,
No, okay.
not my fault.
Not your fault. Second and 6. It's another run for Cincinnati. This run is a nice run by that Brown? Chase Brown? Yeah. I believe Chase Brown's from Canada. And that's a red flag. I don't think you can have a good
got
yeah.
against our Canadian borders.
I just don't think you want one of your better players from Canada. It's kind of like a little bit of a deflating moment. You're like, where's he from? Like Florida? Like, dude, from Ontario. Oh. Okay. Nice. 1st and 10 from the 50. It's a run up the middle. And Brown picks up 3 yards on the play. Second down. Here we go.
What is he saying?
I have no idea. 2nd and 8. Falcons, first string defense on the bench. We did see Grady Jarrett and Calais Campbell. Now the 2nd and 3rd stringers are in. 2nd and 8, and Simeon throws, and that is incomplete. So that brings up 3rd down, baby. 3rd down. Oh, we're getting them mic'd up here? That was a very short mic.
I don't know. Very confusing stuff going on.
You got to love preseason football. We're at 223 likes, by the way, right now. Every 50 likes we reach, Falcon Fact. Falcon Fact, we are 26 likes away from our next Falcon Fact. And we are still deadlocked with the Bengals breakdown and Super Chats this quarter. So, if someone wants to be the hero and give us the lead for the 2nd quarter, by all means, knock yourself out. Let's give some shout-outs, though. Archangel, the backup's looking better than the first stringers, but I know the first stringers have to gel. I don't know. The first stringers drove down the field with ease. Just one bad decision by Ridder spoiled what was a very impressive drive.
It's also 3rd down. Spam those threes to get a stop here.
3rd down. Shotgun snap. Pressure. Simeon throws it. That's incomplete. No
hold. That's
hold.
Got to be grounding. There's no one over there.
He was in the pocket still.
Oh!
We got a first-time Super Chatter. Let's go. This one coming in from Prism Dentist 19 Gaming.
Yeah.
Let's go Falcons Super Bowl bound Rolly. The Falcons go on a improbable run to Las Vegas this February and face who in the Super Bowl?
Let me see a Falcons Bengals.
I was thinking
Super
Bengals.
Bowl. We'll get a rematch of this game right here.
Exactly. And in the Super Bowl, they have to try out the backup still.
That's right.
Yeah. Be classy. Be respectful.
Shout out Purism Dentist 19. And we also got a super chat from Charles Coley. I'm not tying with any Bengals fans. That's what we like to see. We got a $10 lead now.
Charles is not messing around. Charles is awesome. I have a fun fact, too, by the way, say something nice about Desmond Ridder.
Okay.
He was asked, what receivers would you love to play with in the NFL before he got to the pros? Do you want to guess who he said first? Julio Jones.
He was a Falcon.
He wasn't even a Falcon at the time.
He's a Falcon through and through.
He was meant to be a Falcon. Say something nice about Desmond. He knows ball.
Does no ball.
Knows Julio Jones is awesome. Who wouldn't want to play with Julio? 2nd down. Say something nice about Desmond.
2-minute warning. Span those ATLs as
Let's go! A flurry of super chats rolling in. Let's go! Holy smokes! A bunch of $10 come flying in. Starting with this one from Brett Huddishaw. Rise up, Petey. Rise up, Falcons. Rise up, Brett. Let's go. Brett Huddishaw. Sounds like a Canadian last name. Maybe Brett from Canada. I don't know. Brett, let's go. Rise up. And then Andrew Laporte coming in from the Volunteer State. Laporte just screams like a name that gets drunk any day that ends in the letter Y. Seems like a great guy to hang out with. Would love to be with Laporte. That's a last name dude. No one calls him Andrew, I bet. He's Laporte.
Then we got Bane.
Bane.
Dope name.
That's Batman, right? That's
Batman's
bad guy.
Nemesis.
Rise up, Bane. Indeed, rise
up, baby.
And then a $20 super chat from Brian Richardson. All first-time super chats. I have a lot of nice things to say about Desmond Ridder now.
Good thing you have a lot of stats, and we owe 4 shots as well.
I didn't think about that part.
I guess we just got to go 2 and 2 here,
yeah,
Petey.
2 and 2.
Oh my God, you
boy.
guys are the best.
This is incredible. Thank you all so much for super chatting. You take the first 2.
I'll take the first 2.
Say something nice about Desmond Ridder. He was married coming out of college, so he's a
loyal guy.
He's a loyal dude. You know who mates for life? Falcons do. We learned that earlier with our Falcons facts. He was meant to be a Falcon. The guy's going to retire an Atlanta Falcon.
Oh,
so
man.
Say something nice about Desmond. He's a loyal dude. He doesn't go out on Friday nights. Doesn't come home with any positive tests or anything like that. No. He's a good dude.
Well, that's my man. You owe like 5 first-timers because Purism Dentist 19 Gaming, first-time super as well.
I need to get an exclusive interview with Desmond Ridder to get more. Say something nice about Desmond.
Tell you what, Friday night, we're feeling good.
Say something nice about Desmond Ridder. All-time move going from 4 to 9. 9 is a much better quarterback.
I mean, obviously he wore 9 in college at Cincy.
So the correct decision to not stick by 4 in the pros once he got the chance to move up to 9. Say something nice about Desmond. Okay.
Verify. That was like my 5th or 6th shot, and it's getting dicey.
2nd and 6. Heinicke. 2nd down. Rolling out. Chucking it down to his man in the flat, and it's a nice pickup on 2nd down. That's Scotty Miller, who gains about 4 to 5 yards or so, but he stepped out just shy of the first down marker. 3rd down coming up. I've got 2 shots owed. I'm going to do that at the end of the 2-minute drill. Here.
All right, sounds good.
That sounds fair.
I'll also say this. We're at $116 in Super Chats. If we want to just completely make this a party, if we get to 150 just in the game, I'm going to not shotgun, I'll do a beer bong.
Yeah. 3rd and 1. Pistol formation for Heinicke. They're at their own 18-yard line. It's snapped, it's a handoff, and it's a run for a big gain right there. Let's go. The Falcons get across the 30-yard line thanks to Iggy. And
type those ones.
Atlanta is in business trying to add on to their 3-0 lead, executing a 2-minute drill here. Shotgun snap for Heinicke. Throws it. That is caught, and a minimal gain on the play as Fitzpatrick makes the grab there. Laporte will get the shot in a minute 18.
Got him. That was a horrible throw.
And that might be picked. It's intercepted. Oh, hit the ground. Hit the ground.
Oh, thank goodness.
This next watch party, I have to rethink this whole shot deal. You hand it over to me, please?
Yeah, just gotta make sure we both have our own bottles, I suppose.
Yeah. Boy Scouts, be prepared.
Yeah. I was never a Boy Scout.
I was not a good Boy Scout.
Taylor Heinicke with a horrific throw, though. Had Scotty Miller wide open on a slant, and he just threw it at his knees or his feet.
3rd and 5.
3rd down. We type it for defense, but we can get the good vibes for offense, too. Come on, Taylor Heinicke, let's pick it up here.
3rd and 5. Falcons at their own 37. Shotgun snap. Heinicke looking.
Run,
Pressure. Makes one man miss.
Yes.
Makes a second. Gets the 1st down with his speedy legs.
1st down. Type those ones.
Let's go. Spam me a 1. Spam 1.
All right. Heinicke makes up for almost throwing a pick to getting a 1st down on 3rd down. Big time play. Spam those ones. Only need about 15 yards to get in Young Ho Koo range, too, which is good. What the hell just happened?
Oh, we have a flag. This might be on the Falcons for false start. Everyone but the center.
Not a single person moved on the Falcons O-line.
Yeah. False start offense. Everyone but the center.
I tell you what, Arthur Smith is going to freak out at the halftime.
Dude, he is going to get the belt out.
10 penalties in a half of football?
That is hard to do if you try it.
Oh!
A $20 super chat, Brian Richardson.
We're only 15 away from doing a beer bong for me.
Here we go. 1st and 15. Heinicke throwing. That is incomplete. Cannonball. Cannonball coming. Cannonball.
Brian Richardson, the man. 220 bombs.
Whew. There you go, Richardson. 2nd and 15. Shotgun snap for Heinicke. Heinicke rolling to his right, and he throws it out of bounds. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy.
You've seen some miscommunication here.
Brian is awesome.
That's
$40 for Brian.
That's 40. I think I'd have to go back and do the math, but Brian Richardson might be the MVP of
I think
today's
he's
show.
definitely the front runner for Super Chat MVP today.
Archangel, trying to see how many. He has 20 in.
We, by the way, completely blitzkrieg Bengals breakdown.
Oh, we fucked on the Bengals.
That's what I'm talking about.
We fucked on the Bengals.
3rd
All right,
and 15.
Heinicke, let's pick it up.
Shotgun snap.
Oh, I thought they were going to run it. That would have been
Heinicke,
Air it out,
down, checks it down to Washington, who puts his shoulder down. He picks up about 8-9 yards or so.
Stayed
They're
inbounds,
kind of in that
too.
4th down. They got 3 timeouts. You might as well get the extra yards. You know, shout out
Oh, we're
to,
going to go for it.
Well, yeah, you're in that no man's land. You're at the 45-yard line.
I like the aggressiveness. 4th and 5. See what you got. See if Heinicke can make a play.
Yep, 4th and 5.
Type those 4s for good vibes here. Now we're going to get a timeout.
Okay, that was bizarre clock management. Like, why not?
Yeah, not great.
I think the idea would be actually, if you don't get the 1st down, then the Bengals don't have as much time.
Yeah.
So that's the best spin zone I can give that. But I just watched Arthur Smith go and like verbatim. What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
He's pissed.
Arthur Smith not happy.
I would hate to be in the locker room for the Falcons winning.
Yeah.
I have another shot, by the way, for the flurry of the 10s we had earlier.
Falcons will at least likely go into halftime with the lead.
And potentially a 6-0 lead. They can get the 1st down here.
Never know. Still 2 timeouts here. You pick up 15, 20 yards. You can score a tutty.
Cannonball coming.
We're $15 away from me doing a beer bong as well, just so you guys know.
4th and 5.
Chug a beer at halftime. That's always fun. Come on, Heinicke. Pick up the 1st here. Extend the drive.
4th and 5. Heinicke throwing. That's incomplete.
Oh, Jesus.
I thought that one might come back up the front door. So, we are
Typing our
25
Fs.
seconds away from the half, and that's tough. So, some good things, some bad things out of that 1st half, right?
Yeah.
All in all, the offense looked good.
I mean, the 1st-string offense had a 10-minute drive where they drove basically 79 yards.
Yeah. They were within their own 10 after all the penalties, I feel like.
Yeah. They got to the 4-yard line before a flag.
Yeah. 1st and 10, the Bengals at their own 46. Simeon throws. That is incomplete. 2nd and 10.
I'll tell you, Rodgers, number 36, has had a really good 1st half for Atlanta in the secondary.
Good point. 2nd and 10.
Let's get a stop here and go to the halftime with a 3-0 lead.
Hey, defense wins championships.
Archangel says, send a $10. It's not showing with YouTube.
It is not showing. I'm sorry, Archangel. You're right.
Hopefully they didn't charge you or anything.
But in the meantime, we'll just throw a different Archangel super chat up.
Yeah.
2nd and 10. Simeon throwing. Oh, that's incomplete.
Good play by 29.
Good play on the football right there. That's Micah Abernathy. He was a baller in the joint practices with Miami. He had an interception. He was talking bad shit to Tyreek Hill and the Dolphins, which is tough to do as a backup safety.
Yeah, you got to have some balls.
Credit to Micah. I think him and the 7th rounder from Bama, Helms, are kind of competing.
I like Helms a lot.
I like him. I hope they both make it, but it might be one or the other.
3rd down, type those 3s.
3rd and 10. Shotgun snap. Simeon throwing. That is caught. Gain of 11. And with 11 seconds, the Bengals are right on the fringe of field goal range.
I mean, McPherson has a leg in a dome.
True. That's the rookie, Clark Phillips. That's our guy in coverage
That's our guy.
there.
We do like ourselves some Clark Phillips.
We love Clark Phillips. He can do no wrong. 1st and 10. And it is Simeon and shotgun at Atlanta's 42. He throws it over the middle. That is caught and out to the 32. Bengals use their last timeout. So it would be around a 49-yard field goal from here. They're at Atlanta's 32.5-ish yard line.
All right, let's go in the lead. Halftime with the lead. Spam M. Spam M to make Evan McPherson miss the kick.
I've got Mr. Drake asking if I remember Jaquiz Rogers, all-time random Falcon. Good running back. What's not
Spam those M's.
1st and 10. Spam the M's. Miss the kick. Miss the kick. Miss the kick. McPherson on for a very long field goal. Well, I should say that. Long field goal. It'll be right there at the range of 50 yards or so. An opportunity to tie the game. 50-yarders on the dot. A 50-yard attempt for Evan McPherson in the middle of the field. Let's see what he puts up there.
Spam those M's.
The kick is up, and the kick is, wow, perfect. That is beautiful. Right down the middle. So McPherson, I can confirm, is a good kicker. And that's how the first half ends. And hopefully you bet all of the unders because it is 3-3. So it is halftime from Atlanta. We are going to take a little halftime break ourselves, run to the bathroom, all that good stuff. So we'll be back for the second half in just a moment. But really quickly, grade the Falcons' first half. I would give Atlanta a C. I mean, on one side, the defense held the Bengals to 3 points. But it never felt like the Falcons' defense was changing the game so much as it was Trevor Siemian and the Bengals' offense just aren't good. And meanwhile, for the offense for Atlanta, they didn't score a touchdown. They got down to the red zone, couldn't punch it in. That's a bummer. So I'll give it a C. Drake gives it a C minus. The penalties. That's a great point by Archangel. Disgusting. 10 penalties in the first half. Unacceptable. You can't have that. So I'll give it a C, and I think that's kind of being generous, honestly. I'm seeing B minus from Brian Richardson. I'm seeing C minus from Brandon the Jober. Some good things I did see, which was the offense getting Bijan, Kyle Pitts, Drake London touches on the first drive. London had a great reception. Bijan showcased his skill set, running for 12 yards on his first carry. Ridder completed a lot of his passes. The accuracy wasn't perfect, but the catches were made, so 90% of the way there. But unfortunately, a red zone interception that wasn't necessarily all of his fault. But on 3rd and goal, you can't throw a tight pass in the middle of the field in the red zone. Like, it's going to get popped up and it's going to get intercepted. So that's a learning lesson for Desmond to make in the preseason, and hopefully he remembers not to do that in the regular season. Andrew says F+. Football Bros say D+. Archangel says C-. Defensively, we had a good look at the first team defense. They didn't give up a touchdown or any points, so got some pros from that side of things there. They only played a series or two, if that, so not a big look at the Falcons defense. I think just one series altogether. A.J. Terrell was on the field to give up a 12-yarder, but we saw Calais Campbell, we saw David Onyemata, Grady Jarrett, so it's fun to see some of the newer faces like those guys and Caden Ellis and whatnot. But all in all, it wasn't a very impactful first half. If you're looking for a hot take, there really isn't one. It was a little bit of a dry first half, but that's preseason football for you. It's going to be dry like that. So no moist maker, as Ross Geller would put it. We got some stats to look over from the first half, and then we'll let you guys get something to eat, get something to drink, use the bathroom, and then we will all get together for the second half here. But Rolly, we got some stats we'll throw on screen for you guys in just a second. Holy smokes. RB Football says C. Dustin says M for miss. I like it. And Mercedes-Benz is not at full capacity, but it's preseason football on a Friday night in Atlanta. There are probably some better things to do if we're being honest. But hey, we're here with you guys. So that's all that matters. Shout out to you for tuning in. We're at the half, though. We're going to get the second half underway in about 10 minutes or so. We'll get some halftime stats up. Brian Richardson says Atlanta taking the division for sure. NFC South does not have a clear-cut big dog in it. So I definitely think it is reachable in terms of winning. But let's run through some of the stats for the first half here, and then we'll see you guys for the second half of action. But the Falcons outgaining the Bengals by 215 to 88 yards, and we are tied up at 3. Rolly, run to the bathroom, and then we'll be back for the second half. We are back for the second half of action from Mercedes-Benz, and it is a 3-3 ball game. Let's talk shop for a moment here because 3-3 doesn't look super inspiring, we should say, for the offense. But the offense had a 10-minute, very long drive to start the game. Unfortunately, it resulted in a red zone interception. But we saw...
Yeah,
audio?
PD's mic just went out.
Am I back? I think I'm back.
No, you're not.
I'm not back.
So, producer Roley is going to have to come in the fold here a little bit earlier than expected. PD's mic is gone for a second, but hopefully it does come back here. Yeah, but what PD was saying is that the Atlanta Falcons' offensive drive to start the game was pretty good.
Am I back?
Yes.
I'm back. Who's back of the week, baby? Yeah, they drove down the field. They have way more yardage. I mean, total yards, 215 versus Cincinnati's 88 yards. So, offensively, they have a lot of success moving the ball down the field, on the ground, or through the air. They just have not finished any of these drives for touchdowns, which it's preseason, so you're not going to have Josh Ali in the actual regular season. You'll have Drake London playing and Bijan and Kyle Pitts, and those guys can finish drives. They only got one crack at it, just the opening drive for the offense. But other things that we saw, Matthew Bergeron played 2 series. I kind of wish we saw more from Bergeron. He looks good. He looked solid. I don't think he looked like someone who's running away with the left guard job. I also don't think he looked like someone who you have to bring in a free agent to start at left guard. I think Bergeron looked like a second-round rookie. Lot to work on, lot to improve from, but there's a reason why he went round 2 and not round 5. So the Bengals will start the second half with the football as Atlanta kicks it off to restart the game. We are 3-3. Rolly, if you were at this game right now,
Yes.
what would be the first concession you would get at the half?
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A?
Because
It's not Sunday.
I was going to say, I'd go Chick-fil-A because they have a Chick-fil-A at Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Yep.
And if you go there to watch the Falcons often, you can't get Chick-fil-A because it's usually played at games on Sunday. So I'll take advantage of Chick-fil-A on a Friday.
The Atlanta United fans love it.
Yeah. And when college games are there.
Yeah, that's true. 1st and 10. The Bengals start their own 25-yard line. It's a run up the middle and a gain of 3. Chris Evans. I'm telling you, how long has Chris Evans been in the league for?
All I know is that this Chris Evans is not a rookie. He was on the team last year.
Yeah, you're right. Who am I thinking of? Ole Miss.
I really don't know who you are thinking of, to be honest.
I'm thinking of an Ole Miss running back from last year.
Let's get the vibes rolling early here. Type S for stop. Let's get a stop for the defense here. Let's get the offense back on. I got to see a Falcons touchdown soon.
Zach Evans is who I'm thinking of, and he's on the Rams.
Oh, that's a pick play, sir.
2nd and 8. It's a big gain for the Bengals.
I think I saw a flag. It's coming
but
back.
It's all going to come back because of a flag on the play. All right, now that I can get that out of my head, I'm glad.
It was so clearly a pick play by Cincinnati. You just can't do that. Beep, beep,
Bring it back. Bring
beep.
it back.
Back him up, baby. Back him up.
2nd and 18. We're 3 likes away from another Falcon fact.
Yeah,
3
hit
likes
that like
away
button.
from a Falcon fact.
Like that video.
Yeah, that's a pick play. Doesn't even try and act like he's going to
Show us you love Falcons football
2
by
likes
hitting
away.
that like button. Who's in at quarterback for the Bengals now?
I didn't see. Is it 2nd and 18? Bengals, shotgun formation, the snap. Pressure. And he almost goes down. Now he's lucky to get it away. And a good play here by Evans to get back towards the original line of scrimmage.
We're 1 like away from a Falcon fact.
1 like away. Let's get there.
Hit that like button. Let's get to 250.
I got to look up who is at quarterback right now.
Who's going to be the person that gets a Falcon fact? Hit that like button. Hey, there it is.
Jake Browning.
3rd and 8. Type those 3s. It's 3rd down.
Let's get it stopped. 3rd down. 3rd and 18. 3rd and 8, excuse me. Snap, throw,
Oh.
caught, 1st down.
That was a good throw.
That was a nice throw. That was a nice catch. Good execution by the Bengals to move the chains. You want a Falcon fact?
Let's get it.
All right. So the Falcons, the name for the Atlanta Falcons, was picked because of a high school teacher in 1965 wrote in for the naming selection and suggested the Falcons because they are a badass bird, a bird of prey, and a bird that is so fast and fierce that everyone should try and replicate them. And they're like, that's a great point. 1st and 10, it's a run, and this is going nowhere! Big stop by the defense there. Love to see it. Nice stop by Atlanta's defense up front. We got London coming in on the stop for Atlanta. Blowing it up. Kale London. 2nd and 11. Bengals at their own 35-yard line. Browning takes the snap. Throwing to his left. That is caught and a gain of about 6 on the play.
What is he doing out in coverage?
So, who was in coverage?
London. Mikhail London, 72.
That's a bad idea. He really drops in coverage. Oh, my God, he does. They have 72 from the defensive line dropping in coverage. That's a choice. That's a choice.
Now they're showing him on the sideline laughing because he was out in coverage and he made the stop, basically.
So 3rd and 4, spam those S's. Spam those S's. The 3 did not work that last time. We're changing it up. Get the S in the chat right now if you want the Falcons to get off the field. Bengals. Browning rolling to his right. He's going to tuck it and run. He's got plenty of grass to pick up the 1st down.
So this is not going to look good on tape for, I believe it was 51. He was the edge on the left side, and what he did is he went upfield and spun inside to try to get on Browning. And when he spun inside, he lost contain, which allowed Browning to scramble for an easy 1st down.
Yeah, D'Angelo Malone just not sticking to his rushing lanes and whatnot. Okay. We've got the Bengals out to Atlanta's 45. Deep throw towards the end zone. That's incomplete.
Might be a flag.
There's a flag. Dang it. That's a flag. That's not what you want to see. That's a bummer. That's a bummer.
I also just created a new live poll for you guys. Did you like what you saw from the Falcons starters?
Good point.
Yes or no? They only got 1 drive on offense, maybe 1 or 2 on defense. But let me know, did you like what you saw from the Falcons starters in week 2 of the preseason? Because the starters only got 1 potential preseason game left to get ready for week 1 against Carolina.
1st and 10 coming up. The Bengals out to the 15 now. Under center, it's a handoff up the right side, and that's going nowhere. Good job by the boys up front for Atlanta. Bringing up 2nd down and 10.
Archangel's back. The GOAT.
Overall, early responses are yes.
I mean, I did like what I saw. I mean, take away the interception off a
10-minute drive and unfortunately a bad bounce.
Yeah.
Right? Great play by the DB. The ball gets popped up. 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap. Browning looking, pressure. That's got to be intentional grounding. That's got to be intentional grounding. He's still in the pocket.
I think they were trying to set up a screen.
He's going to try and argue there's a attended receiver in the area.
That flag thrown came out really late, so I'm not really sure what that is all about.
I feel like this is going to be intentional grounding. He's still in the pocket. Didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
Okay. An eligible receiver downfield by the Bengals.
Honestly, I would have declined that. It would have been 3rd and 10.
I love that game of whether you should accept or not in these.
I'll take 3rd and 10 over 2nd and 15 any day. I don't know about you.
I do like getting to 3rd down as quickly as possible.
I think it's easier to get a stop for one play for 10 yards rather than 2 for 15.
The only pro to accepting this, I don't really think it really applies here, is you might push them back out of field goal range.
Get them out of field goal range. Yeah, but if they're in the red zone, like.
Because now they're back at the 20-yard line, so 37-yarder is still a chip shot pretty much.
Yeah, for Evan McPherson, better kicker in the league.
Yeah. But, if you get him down for a loss of 3 on the play, push it to a 40-yard kick, you never know. 2nd and 15. Browning in shotgun for Cincinnati takes the snap. He throws towards the end zone. Broke it up, incomplete. Great coverage right there. That's what I'm talking about. That's Brooks in on the play for Atlanta to break it up.
Great play from Brooks.
4th and 15, or 3rd and 15 now.
So spam those threes.
Everyone spamming 3.
Because it's 3rd down.
3rd down, baby. Get those 3. Jacob Watts is spamming 3. Archangel spamming 3.
I'm going to get in the chat with you guys.
Spamming 3.
I'm going to get in the chat with you guys.
Make room for Roley in the tub. 3rd and 15. Allen checking it down. Great open field tackle. That's what I'm talking about. So the Bengals pick up some yards, but not enough for the 1st down. And that will bring on Evan McPherson and the field goal unit for Cincinnati.
It's unlikely, but we could still try to type those M's to force Evan McPherson to miss the kick.
Let's get the miss. 4th and 8. $31-yard.
Come on, McPherson, shank it.
Everyone spam M. M to miss. M to miss. The more you spam it, the more it's going to lean to the left. The kick is up. The kick is good, but it was drifting left.
Yeah.
So all I learned is we did not get enough M's in the chat because it got a little bit of a push, but not a big enough push. So next time, that's on you. That one's on you guys. Gotta call how I see it. Not gonna lie. Disappointed, but we got a lot of football left. I'm also getting the sense that both coaches, maybe not actually Zach Taylor for Cincinnati, but Arthur Smith has plans tonight. He is streamlining this game. The guy used barely any timeouts in the first half. He couldn't look too suspicious, but a lot of long drives in this game here. Make sure to subscribe, by the way. If you're already subscribed, please type me in the chat. The reason why I ask that is I want to show everyone that's not subscribed what they're missing out on, which is one of the biggest Falcons YouTube communities out there. We've got over 13,000 subscribers. We're trying to get more subs. That way we can get more studio space here at Chat Sports. We've got studios A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. But they get taken up by the big dogs that have 50-plus thousand subscribers. So in order to punch above our weight class, we need to get more subs so we can lock down one of those studios every single day. Michael's watching. Tim Haney's coming. Do not come. Do not come.
Do not come.
We've got Mr. Black Mobile. That's one I don't want to point fingers, but you didn't type me. You only have yourself to blame. M for miss, excuse me.
But shout out Mr. Black Mobile because he super chatted today.
First one, super chatted.
First one, he was the first one of the stream, and it felt like it really got everyone moving. And we're at 136 right now, and I will say this, the offer still stands. If we get to 150 in super chats, so just a nice little $14, $15 super chat, I will do a beer bong out of something that looks like a mermaid. We call it the merbanga.
I love it.
I'll do a ball or a beer out of that.
Yep. Drake Pods would have been winning if the O-line didn't have those penalties. I guess so, but at the same time, the penalties set them back, but they did overcome every single one. Like, they drove down the field despite a holding call from Chris Lindstrom. Lindstrom had 2 penalties. You had a Jalen Mayfield false start. So, as bad as the penalties were, the offense did bounce back every single time, which is good to see. Shows resilience. It shows that one small little detour does not derail the entire offense, meaning they are good enough to overcome setbacks. Not everything has to be perfect for them to succeed, because often things aren't going to be perfect in the regular season. Bijan could have pinched it in, though. That's the thing. I get that. All right, the kick return now for Atlanta by, that's Iggy, getting across the 20. And now we get the Falcons offense on the field, and my suspicion is it'll be Logan Woodside at quarterback. Is it still Heinicke? All right, so it's still Taylor Heinicke. Heinicke in the offense on for 1st and 10. Pistol formation at their own 21-yard line. Heinicke takes the snap. It's a handoff to the right, but I don't think that was the play. Heinicke looked like he wanted to do an end around on a guy coming behind him, and then the running back just stole the ball from his paws. So
let's get you guys involved. What's going to happen on this drive?
2nd and
Touchdown,
8.
field goal, turnover, or punt? Let me know in the comment section. And shout out Ryder Dimes.
I was just about to say that.
Saying hi, first-time sub.
Ryder Dimes, you fuck. Let's go. 2nd and 8. Under center. Takes the snap. Heinicke, play action, rolling to his left. Has a man, and make the catch there. Let's go. Nice play by Parker Hesse.
Type those ones. A lot of people confident in a Falcons touchdown drive. Heinicke moving to his left with an absolute dart. Nice catch by Parker Hesse for the first down.
So we've got a fresh set of downs for Atlanta. And Desmond Ridder looks onwards from the sidelines.
I wonder how much he'll play next Thursday against the Steelers in the 3rd and final preseason game.
I think the first quarter.
He needs more than one drive, that's for sure.
A quick throw over the middle. Nice throw and catch right there. That's Josh Ali.
I like him. He's a winner.
I think he's a winner. I think he's a winner indeed.
Keep spamming those ones. Back-to-back first downs for the Falcons.
We had Kaderil Hodge leave the game earlier with what appears to be an ankle injury, so hopefully it's nothing serious, but credit to Ali. He's stepping up right now. Second-year guy out of Kentucky. 1st and 10, the Falcons at midfield. Heinicke, another quick throw on an RPO, and that is caught, and that's a big gain.
It's another first down.
40,
they're going to say
a 15-yarder.
First down.
First down, Atlanta.
Nice little drive here by Heinicke. Play action, quick throws, first downs.
Heinicke's been accurate.
He's just had that one bad throw that should have been picked, but other than that, he's been very good.
And he's also had a lot of zip on the ball.
Yes.
Like, it has been coming in hot.
I'll say this about Ridder. I kind of liked what he showed with his arm strength, too. Couple
he's got a
throws,
good arm.
he zipped it in there.
1st and 10, another pistol formation for Atlanta. It's a run to the left, and that's Carlos Washington picking up about 7 yards on first down. But the Falcons have made their way towards the Bengals' red zone. They are 12 yards away from it. So here we go. Drake, how do you think of the UDFA signings? Josh Ali was a UDFA. Well, it was last year's UDFA, so that doesn't really count. Carlos Washington getting some good
I like
runs
him,
in.
man.
Other than that,
could
there's
be a
no
fourth back.
big standout. 2nd and 2, and a run to the left, and Washington picks up the first down with his legs, a gain of 4, and the Falcons are orchestrating a very nice drive here on the ground and through the air. 1st down and 10. We're also 40 likes away from our next Falcons fact. So, like the video if you have not already. 1st down and 10. It's a rollout downfield. That's Heinicke. Open man.
Touchdown?
It might be a touchdown. They're going to call him out at the 2. I don't know, Jim. I don't know. Touchdown! Let's go! Touchdown, Atlanta! Falcons, first touchdown of the day for either side, and they take the lead.
Good ball to J.J. Arcega-Whiteside.
Let's go. Touchdown Falcons. The former Philadelphia Eagle extends for the pylon, and he only needs a millimeter, and he gets it.
I don't know. This is going to be close, Jim.
What are you insinuating?
His toe might have hit the ground before the ball
I have
hit
good
the
news.
pylon.
All scoring plays are reviewed. I was going to say the Bengals can't challenge anyway.
Yeah.
Younghoe Koo is on for the extra point. You just got to touch the pylon. The pylon's in. Good point by Jad ECI.
Spam those TDs, though, at least for now. Let me see those TDs.
I've got a bad feeling.
I think it's going to get overturned. But they're going to be down at the 1.
You think his foot was out of bounds?
I think his toe touched the ground right before the tip got to the end zone. And you never want to be stopped short with your tip. Watch his toe. Right there. I don't think he hit it yet.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, no, that's what they just said.
Okay, so poor JJ. We're going to do it all over again, but this time it's from the 1-yard line. So maybe bring in Bijan for the touchdown. So unfortunately for J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, no touchdown. So the Falcons have first and goal from the 1-yard line, though, with an opportunity to punch it in and get another touchdown. You get
two touchdowns on one drive.
To one drive. That's better than one touchdown. Would you rather score 2 touchdowns or 1 touchdown? This was actually perfect for Atlanta. First and goal from the 1-yard line for the Falcons.
What do you think they do here, Petey? You think they run it in?
I think they run it in. Pistol formation. Bunch formation. Low snap. Handoff. That's a touchdown. Touchdown! 2 touchdowns. Let's go. Washington punches it into the end zone. Let's go. Spam those TDs.
Let me see those TDs.
Touchdown Falcons. And Atlanta for the second time takes the lead. 9-6 over the visiting Bengals.
69, very nice.
Very nice. Let's go. Carlos Washington, UDFA running back, scoring the first preseason home touchdown.
Yeah, first touchdown in Mercedes-Benz Stadium this year.
Yep. Hang the banner.
Hang the banner.
The extra point is up, and it is good. So the lead gets stretched out to 10-6. 4-point advantage for the Falcons with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Let's go, Falcons. Let's
go.
Rise
Falcons.
up, baby. Rise up indeed. Show me those TDs. That's what I'm talking about. Now, in case we got any new viewers, Rolly, for the second half, we can run through our Super Chat menu super quick. But if you are feeling generous, if you are feeling, like you want to start, giving a little bit to some free content we provide here. Any amount, you get shout out on the screen, so we'll throw your Super Chat on for all of our viewers to see. Every 50 likes, by the way, I roll out a new Falcon fact. We are 37 likes away from our next Falcon fact. First time Super Chatters, I say something nice about Desmond Ridder. That's my deal. If you are here for our off-season coverage, you can understand the backstory a little bit more. $10 Super Chat, it's a shot for the crew here at Chat Sports. And then $50 Super Chat, which we have not gotten to yet.
No.
But, Rolly, we could get close.
And I'll say this as well, though. If we get $15 more, we're at 136. If we get past 150, I will do a beer bong out of this device that looks like a mermaid. It's called the Merbanga. I'm chugging a beer out of it.
I love this comment from Matt Grizz. Where's the real game? Stupid to watch other guys watch a live game, and we don't get to see the live game.
Thanks for being subscribed, Matt Grizz.
Matt, thanks for your chat, and also someone has to send him some copyright laws. I don't know if you ever watched Suits, but maybe check it out, because Harvey would be in our office the next day, and we would not have him as our attorney. He'd be very upset with us. So unfortunately for copyright laws, Matt has to watch the game. But let's go.
Matt Grizz being a real hater, man.
He is
no
very
need to be a
upset.
hater, man.
Matt Grizz, kind of a cool name, though. Got to give him credit for that, at least.
No need to
Matt
be a hater.
Grizz, definitely the pledge master of his fraternity at Alabama State. All right, show me those TDs. Let's go. Spam ATL down in the comment section below. Falcons up 10-6. The offense through 2 preseason games has not been explosive. But that's preseason football for you. You're constantly changing units.
It's hard to count the first game where they won 19-3 against the Dolphins because, they played Logan Woodside the entire game.
That's a very good point. You're right. And that's kind of the whole point of preseason football is we get worked up, and then guess what we don't see in the regular season?
Any of those guys.
Logan Woodside. That's plan A.
And if we do see Logan Woodside this season,
we are screwed.
We have a massive issue on our hands.
Have I ever told you my favorite Peyton Manning quote?
No.
So as a Tennessee Vol, Peyton Manning, all-time legend of mine. So one time first time super chatter! Let's go! Kennard Drake. Matt was hard on Ridder, but he had facts.
I like Kennard Drake.
Drake might be my favorite viewer now.
I like Kennard Drake. There's something about this guy, man.
Kennard Drake.
Let me tell you about a guy. Kennard Drake.
Grinder right there. Kennard Drake. Guy knows Falcons football.
Now you got a Desmond Ridder fact coming up soon.
I do. Kickoff is kneel down. Desmond, say something nice about Desmond Ridder.
Yes.
Okay. Let me get to my whole clip of Desmond Ridder factoids because I came prepared. I was ready. Say something nice about Desmond Ridder. The guy is an incredible son. His biggest role model, his mom.
Oh my God.
Just steals your heart.
Warms your heart.
Warms your heart. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Hey, everyone, huddle up for a moment, please. Desmond Ridder wins the Super Bowl for the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, we're all the way there.
And you want to place a prop bet on who he thinks first?
Mom.
It's his mom.
Mom.
You know that now because of say something nice about Desmond Ridder. 1st and 10. I just made everyone watching retirement money with that prop. You guys are welcome.
Are you going to get?
Feel free to Venmo me.
You should get 1% equity.
That's actually a really good point. I will be taking 1% equity. All right, we have football going on here. There was an illegal formation on the Cincinnati Bengals, so big sigh of relief. It's not on Atlanta. 1st and 15. Browning and shotgun, empty set. The snap, Browning looking to his left, throwing towards the sideline.
Oh, great play.
Oh, it's not even caught. He's absolutely molested. That's what I'm talking about.
Helms, what a good play.
Baby.
I'm so in on Helms, man.
For the amount of draft picks Atlanta had, 2 7th-rounders, I feel like they hit on Gwynn and Helms.
Gwynn's a good one too.
Yep.
The problem with Helms is that he's behind Jalen Hawkins, Jesse Bates, and Richie Grant. The Falcons' safety room is very good.
It is good, and it's going to be a very big part of the defense, the back end. 2nd and 15, Browning throwing to his right this time. That is caught for a gain of about 6 or so.
If we're just talking
Jones on the tackle.
If we're just talking shop here, PD.
Yep.
The Falcons secondary can be very, very good because their safety room is among the best in the NFL. If Jeff Okudah can just stay healthy and live up to 70% of his former 3rd overall pick, this team could be special in the secondary.
I agree. I'm going to take a step further. 2nd and 7 first, though, but I want to add on to that point. Browning and shotgun, empty set. Let's get those S for stops right now. Shotgun snap. Pressure over the middle. That's caught. First down. Damn it.
On Helms, too, of course.
Okay, we were just gassing the guy up. You know what happened? They're listening in their helmets, and he got big belly syndrome.
Yes.
He was like, I'm king of the castle.
Falcons Today loves me. They don't love anyone.
So you were talking about the secondary and the cornerbacks and all that, the safeties. They have 6 division games, 4 of which are against Bryce Young and Baker Mayfield.
/ Kyle Trask.
Yes.
Never know.
And then you got 2 against Derek Carr. On 1st and 10, it's a run for the Bengals. And
what a play!
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about right there. Big stop by Smith Jr.
Andre Smith Jr.
Andre.
I think it's Andre Smith.
Andre 3000?
North Carolina 2000? Legend, Andre Smith.
Andre 4000? Remember that draft, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. Catastrophe.
Clark Phillips still on the field, the rookie out of Utah.
He almost got home on the play before last. Almost got on a nickel blitz there.
Let's watch Clark Phillips here. He's going to line up in the slot to cover his receiver. 2nd and 8. It's a snap. Zone defense for Atlanta. Flag down. This is going to be a hold. It is caught. It's going to come back, though.
This play doesn't matter. Type
matter.
your LOLs for flag.
Yep.
Beep, beep, beep.
So, as I'm trying to spit out as we get a penalty now in Cincinnati, you have 6 division games against subpar quarterbacks. If you could go, and I know this is kind of a big ask, but if you can go 5-1 in the division because you have a really good secondary against bad quarterbacks, all you need is 4 other games to get to 9 wins, and you just won the division in the NFC South.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'll be honest. If the Falcons don't go 3-1 at worst against the Bucs and Panthers, that's a massive letdown.
Yep,
and you're going to split with the Saints at bare minimum. So 4-2 inside the division should be the absolute bare minimum you're going for.
You
Could be 5-1.
4-2 in the division. Find 5 wins elsewhere.
And you're winning the division.
Yeah, and you have an FCS schedule this year.
Easiest schedule in the NFL.
18. Browning is in shotgun. Atlanta's showing pressure. They bail. They only bring 3. Browning throwing downfield. That is caught. A very nice throw and catch, honestly. Working on Abernathy. And 2nd and 18 might be a fresh set of downs. A very good play right there by the Bengals and Browning. The Falcons show pressure. They show blitz, and then they drop everyone. And Browning is not fazed by the different look he gets.
It's actually a good play.
A good throw.
It's a good play by
Abernathy.
Anthony, yeah. It's just that he held onto the ball.
Yep. First and 10. The ball sits at midfield now for Cincinnati. Just over a minute to go in the third quarter.
Oh, great play.
What a play. Let's go.
Andre Smith again.
Let's go, Smith. Very nice play.
Love the Falcons. Spam Dirty Birds in the chat.
Dirty Birds. Let me give you a little bit of a life hack. Copy and paste is your friend. Spam Dirty Birds. Brandon's not wasting any time. Dirty Birds.
Brandon the Jobber, one of the biggest real ones in the chat tonight so far.
Kennard,
Show the
Drake.
love to you, Brandon.
Okay. Little over a minute to go now. A little under, excuse me. Ball sitting on the Bengals half of the 50. Shotgun snap, 2nd and 11. Browning throwing downfield. That's incomplete. Incomplete.
And type S for stop didn't work last time. So we're going to go back to the 3. It's 3rd down.
Let's rise up. Get those 3s.
Spam those 3s. Ooh, Ryan Nielsen, what a stash.
That's one hell of a stash. That is a 70s youth football coach stash.
Arthur Smith and Ryan Nielsen, the Stash Brothers.
Oh, I love it.
Stash Bros. Print
Kinda
the shirts.
like,
print the money.
It's like Michael Scott and Ryan when Michael comes in with the goatee. The Goatee Brothers. 3rd and 11. Here we go.
Mercedes-Benz is kind of rocking right now.
Make some noise. Spam those 3s. Oh, Cincinnati wants to call timeout. It was too loud for them.
Too loud?
Too loud. They couldn't handle it. So timeout Bengals. Timeout Bengals. We're 28 likes away from our next Falcon fact. So if you have not liked the video, go ahead and do so, as we are kind of towards the end of the game now. Fourth quarter.
We're almost in the fourth quarter.
Seconds away. Okay. 3rd and 11. One of my favorite parts about preseason football is we spend all this time studying the draft and identifying players we like. And then when your team doesn't take that guy, you really don't remember where he ends up until preseason rolls around. You're like, so that's where he went. Because there's a wide receiver on the Bengals who went to Princeton that I was in love with. I didn't know he went to the Bengals till today.
Speed Demon.
Speed Demon indeed. 3rd and 11, shotgun snap. Browning looking, Browning throwing. That is caught, but there is a flag. I think it might be on Atlanta.
Might be defensive pass
That's on
interference
Brooks in
there.
coverage. I don't know. I
Falcons
think this might be on Atlanta.
Falcons third-string defenses can't get off the field right now.
Oh, Rolly, go look at the chat from Mr. Drake.
Yes, Kennard Drake.
So I know Kennard Drake's been sub for a long time because that one hurts.
It hurts. We were on the
And he's had a good preseason training camp so far.
We were on the Christian Gonzalez to Falcons train at number 8.
We were going to get
damn hard.
Part of his rookie contract.
I think so. We were getting 5%
Some signing
equity.
bonus.
Yes. And the Falcons obviously go with Bijan, which
we love.
We love Bijan. But Gonzo would have been so damn good on this team, man.
Hey, you got a question from Rashard Lee.
Shout out to Rashard Lee, a real one.
Hey, guy.
He's a guy. He's a Miami Heat supporter. Shout out Rashard Lee.
Did we lose our super chat battle?
It's $3.
Okay. Hey, if someone's in a $4 super chat and we beat the Bengals in this quarter for super chats, someone, $4, and we win the third quarter because their high is 3.
And we'll give it till end of the until we come back from field.
There's a flag. Okay, the quarter's now over. Shoot.
No. It's not till the fourth quarter officially starts.
Okay. So we have like a minute or so to see if we can get a Hail Mary at the end of the third quarter in super chats.
Kennard Drake. Yes, unfortunately, some of you guys might dislike the fact that I am a Miami Heat fan, but it is what it is.
Yeah, Rolly, he picks and chooses his teams a little bit sometimes.
I do.
He's
Listen,
one of those.
I'm
not a city guy.
I'm not. I'm from Rochester, New York. There's nobody from the city.
Okay.
We are entering sub-only chat, though, so if you guys are subscribed, type me. I want to see the real ones in the chat who are subscribed. Show me by typing me.
Let's go. Plus, we're 20 likes away from another Falcon fact. So if you've not liked the video, go ahead and do so. Archangel subbed. Brandon subbed. Hey, we got a $5 super chat! Kennard Drake! That's what I'm talking about. You know what that is right there? That is 3rd and 12, and Ridder completes it to London to keep the drive alive.
$5
with
for
4 minutes to go. That's huge right there, Drake. That's what I'm talking about. We got this. Let's go.
Shout out Kennard Drake.
Kennard Drake with a $5 super chat. A good, not quite Hail Mary, but like, it's a very big pickup. I guess I did call it a Hail Mary, so I'm going to call it a Hail Mary, Kennard. It's a Hail Mary. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Who bet the over, by the way? Hand up. Who bet the over? Jones says the Falcons are his favorite team. If you love the Falcons, type ATL right now. Kennard, a real one indeed. Mark, me, I want all the comment challenges. Oh, I thought the TV was frozen. We got a Who Day commercial. Bengals commercial. That's kind of funny. Stickers commercial. No free ads. Okay. Hey, it's a Friday night right now. There's a lot of things you guys could be doing. But if you're watching preseason football, I'm going to remember the names in the chat. So when the regular season rolls around, straight up, your guys' opinions will speak more volume to me. Because if you're watching preseason football, you know ball. You're not a casual. You're not a laissez-faire fan who just tunes in when things are good. Pat yourself on the back. Because when the regular season rolls around, you are going to be miles ahead of everyone. If an injury pops up and everyone goes, 80, Ali, who is that? Like, oh, so I guess you didn't watch the Falcons-Bengals game.
I also want to give a shout-out to us in our like battle today. Absolutely murdering them in the likes department. And we are 16 away from a Falcon fact. So keep on hitting that like button to bury the Cincinnati Bengals.
1st and 10 for the Bengals. They're at Atlanta's 35. Browning checking it down. That is caught, and a gain of about 4 on the play. JDA, what do you think Ridder's stats will look like? I think Desmond Ridder throws for 3,400 yards.
Okay.
18 touchdowns, 8 interceptions.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
2nd and 3. Play action. Sack!
Oh, yeah!
We got a sack! Let's go! A double team! That's Ellis getting in there. Not Caden Ellis. That's Justin Ellis. What's his nickname? Big Sexy?
Is it Big Sexy?
It's not Big Sexy, but I filmed a video about him signing with the Falcons for my kitchen like 3 weeks ago.
That's right, you did.
So who remembers that video? I can't remember his nickname. Justin Ellis. Big Jelly.
Big Jelly.
I knew I had big something.
Shout out to Kennard Drake, man.
3rd and 8. Make some noise. Let's go.
Get that stop, baby. Let's get that stop.
Shotgun snap to Browning.
Oh,
pressure.
yeah. Oh,
pressure.
Yeah.
Get him. Get him. Get him. Oh, he escapes it.
Yeah.
Let's go. 4th down. They don't get the sack, but they keep him short of the line to gain. And I think that is, once again, Jones. Bingo. 4th and 3. Everyone watching right now. 300 plus people watching right now. Spam 4. Quick throw on 4th down. There's a flag.
I think
there is a flag.
I think we had
That's
12.
going to be on the Bengals.
No, I think we had 12.
No.
I don't think we got all of the guys off the field.
Oh, no. That would suck. That would not be nice. I'm not going to lie.
See what they're going to have to say. Arthur Smith is livid.
But, like, if the Bengals made a substitution, they have to give the Falcons an opportunity to substitute. I don't know. I wasn't watching to see if the Bengals made a change.
Shout out to Ray Horn. Hey, guys, just subscribe to the channel.
Ray, let's go, dude. Welcome aboard.
Ray.
Come on, Ray. All of our subscribers right now, please type Ray in the chat. Welcome into our Falcons community. All right. Too many men on defense for Atlanta. 1st down, Cincinnati.
Wait, what?
I'm confused.
The ruling is that the Falcons got the stop.
What am I missing here?
So did they say no flag?
Too many men would be 5 yards, 1st down.
Are they saying that there was no flag?
I'm quite confused. Okay.
Anyway, Falcons football.
We'll take it. We'll
LFG,
take it.
baby. LFG.
We're also 15 likes away from a Falcon fact.
Let's get the 300 likes. Like, that's a big-time number right there.
You know, this is the Bengals offense that starts Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, and they have 6 points. They don't.
Yeah, and they definitely played today.
But we don't need to include that. It doesn't fit the narrative.
Let's get the 300 likes. We're
Let's
15
go.
away.
15 likes away.
I'll tell you about a bunch of fellas. Can we get there?
Like the video. Let's get to 15 likes. 300 likes.
We get to 300 likes. We get a Falcon fact. 300's a fucking perfect number, too.
It's a very nice showing, too. Because we have Monday, company meetings, and we go over all the metrics from the watch parties. And the Falcons channel is one of the younger channels here at Chat Sports, but this is going to go a long way for us to get more watch party studio space.
I'll also add this, PD. Last week on our first ever live stream on the channel, we weren't doing it, so a little fraudulent asterisk there.
Yeah.
But we got 190 likes, I believe. If we could get to 300 and add 100 plus likes onto our number from last week, that will just show our bosses that PD Roley, the dynamic duo here at Falcons Today, should get more PT. Get more PT here.
Or PTO?
PT.
PTO.
PTO,
yeah.
playing time, PT, whatever you want, PD. We're 5 likes away. Can we get there?
All right, if you're just tuning in, by the way, and you kind of want the spark notes on, hey, how do the starters look? The starting offense had a very impressive, long opening drive, 10 minutes, that resulted in a Desmond Ridder interception. The ball was tipped around. It's not like he just threw it right to the Bengals player. It wasn't that bad of an interception. If you could have good or bad interceptions, it would be one of the better picks. But it was a pick. The defense, meanwhile, well, they held their own. There's 6 points to show for by Cincinnati. Oh, we got the 300 likes.
We got the 300 likes, baby. Let's go.
Let's do this. Okay.
Falcon fact time.
Falcon fact. Okay.
Is Taylor Heinicke still in the game? Looked like he might finish out this game, Petey. It's a handoff to Iggy. Iggy.
Falcon fact, are you ready?
Yeah, Falcon fact.
Most birds of prey, use their talons to kill their prey.
Makes
right?
sense.
Falcons go, that's cute and all. How about our razor-sharp beaks?
I tell you what, I wouldn't want to mess with the Falcon.
Last bird. I mean, America, great eagle, of course.
An eagle,
bald
hawk,
eagle.
and falcons.
Yeah.
Those are, you don't want to mess with those fellas.
Yep. Falcons and having sex with old ladies, my two bugaboos. Name that movie.
Oh, what a play!
Oh, a big play! Let's go! Taylor Heinicke, I believe, is playing this whole
Yeah, it
game.
seems that way. Slade Bolden with the catch.
So a former SEC player who was signed by Atlanta back in the spring.
They signed him pretty early in the offseason.
Yeah. Slade Bolden coming up with a nice big grab there. Played for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Go Vols. 1st and 10, pistol formation.
That's another takeaway, and we talked about it in the first quarter, but this is going to be a pistol offense.
Yes. Washington on the run here. Gain of about 3 on the play.
See if the Falcons can put an exclamation point on this game potentially with a nice little touchdown drive, go up double digits, and potentially move to 2-0 in the preseason in 2023. Good things to come?
Agreed.
Maybe?
If they go 2-0 in the preseason, I will say this out loud.
Oh, no.
I would like them to lose next week. You don't want to go undefeated in the preseason. That's not a good trajectory.
The preseason matters so little because, fun fact, 2007 Patriots, obviously team that was undefeated until the Super Bowl, as Carlos Washington catches a nice little dump down for 3 yards. 2007 Patriots, 0-4 in the preseason.
That's the dream.
And then, obviously, didn't lose until the Super Bowl.
Another fun fact, the winless Browns and the winless Lions, 4-0 in the preseason.
Yep.
Don't want to peak then.
Yep. Well, then you've got the Ravens, on the other hand, who haven't lost
That's an anomaly.
about 9 years.
Yeah. 3rd and 2. Atlanta out to Cincinnati's 37-yard line. Pistol formation, snap a run to the right.
Oh,
Washington trying to find some sort of room, but he can't find any. And it's going to be about a loss of 1 on the play or no gain.
They can either elect to go for it here at 4th and 2 or send Young-Ho Koo out there to potentially make it a 7-point game. It'd be a 55-yarder.
I would go for it. I don't want to see Koo get a long kick and miss it and then get like a little bit of like a downer.
I agree. So you know what? Let's span those forwards for the offensive side.
They're going for it. All right, shh. Offense is at work. Offense is at work. Fourth and 2. Falcons. Shotgun snap. Heinicke throwing. That is incomplete. Incomplete. Turnover on downs.
Damn.
Okay.
That hurts.
That's too bad. He was looking for Josh Hart. And Hart's a bit banged up right now. That's a bummer.
Penny Hart's shaken up. Might have got hit in the dome piece here.
Josh Hart.
Yeah, it's Penny.
Josh Hart plays
for the Knicks.
Basketball I sit across from our Knicks guy here, and I hear about Josh Hart every single day. Josh Hart is a future NBA Finals MVP.
Oh.
If I've learned anything from Marshall Green and
well,
now.
if you're learning ball from Marshall Green, you're probably not in a good spot.
Okay, we are in the 4th quarter, 10 minutes to go. Over 300 people watching really quickly. If you have not subscribed, get ready for the regular season by subscribing because we're going to do our best to get you guys the best content all season long. So include us in your Falcons YouTube rotation for news, rumors, trade stuff, all that good stuff. Hit the sub button down below. Rolly, we are closing in on the regular season. I can't wait for football to actually be back because unlike other people in this office who say that football is back, it's not back. If it was back, Bijan would be playing all 4 quarters right now. That's how I know it's not back. But preseason football is still a good little wet the beak, if you will. Rolly, what is the biggest, as a viewer, mistake you make in the preseason that you have to correct yourself for the regular season?
Wait, run that back again, sorry?
Preseason is important for the players.
Yeah.
But as a viewer, what's a mistake that you make in the preseason that you know not to make in the regular season? So if I could add one,
Yeah, please do, because I'm kind of at a loss here.
you got to time up your food delivery with kickoff.
Okay.
You can't order it 20 minutes before kickoff because when the delivery guy gets there, you have to get up and go get it, no matter what's going on in the game. Those are the kind of mistakes you make in the preseason, not in the regular season.
Yeah.
Did that spark anything for you?
I don't hate that. Okay, how about this?
Yeah.
Um,
I put you on the spot. I know
yeah.
that.
I need to be more prepared when it comes to gear.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because
great one.
I'm not ready to roll out there with a full-on Falcons fit for week 1. You know what I mean? Just simply not there yet.
Yeah.
I need to be there in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yep. You're spot on there. Injury stuff here. There's not a ton of injuries to talk about. Kadiro Hodge left with an ankle injury, what it looks like.
It's really the only one, yeah.
And Penny Hart just got, notably not Josh Hart, but Penny Hart notably just got shaken up, if you will, in the last play. But all things considered, it's been a relatively healthy, I shouldn't say training camp and preseason because
we've been hit training camp pretty injuries bad.
Jeff Okudah,
Hennessy.
You lost Matt Hennessy, you lost a starter. You don't want to lose a starter in the preseason.
Yeah, I'll say this. Archangel agrees with you. Football not back until September.
It's not back.
So let's ask everyone. Is football back? Yes or no? Let us know in the comment section.
Here's how I can tell you it's not back. If football was back, when the regular season gets here, you would not be super excited because at that point, it's already here, right? You said football was back. Big play, Browning down the field. That is incomplete. Incomplete. 2 Falcons in coverage. 2nd and 10. Tim had to step away. Where are we at? Well, it's 10-6 good guys. The offense only started the first series. Bergeron played 2 series at left guard. I thought he looked like a second-round rookie in the preseason.
Yeah.
If you're waiting for me to come out and say he was awesome or he sucked, you're not going to get a polarizing opinion because he looked good in some spots and he looked like a rookie in other spots. 2nd and 10 now. Shotgun snap. Browning hands it off. And
great defense.
Just great discipline by the defensive tackle to maintain their gap. What does that mean? It means you don't have to get into the backfield. You just got to occupy your gap, your zone, so that the running back has no hole to run through, and then your other teammates can make a tackle.
I'll say this as well, Petey. I don't want to jinx it, but we're almost through 2 preseason games, and I know we don't want to overreact. No touchdowns allowed for this Falcons defense. Almost through 8 quarters of ball.
You got Ray Horney saying not yet. 3rd and 9. 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Browning. He throws to the right.
Oh, great coverage. That is just great coverage from Clark Phillips in the slot. Great effing play. And look at Ryan Nielsen. Just coaching up Mike Jones on the sideline. Great coverage from Phillips in the slot. Read leverage perfectly. Almost jumped the route. I'm telling you, man, this Falcons defense this year could be special. Could be special.
Boot is away by the Bengals. That is caught at the 16, and he gets taken down at the 17. Atlanta's up by 4. A touchdown would pretty much put this game on preseason ice. I just don't see surges for comebacks.
I expect the Falcons to also go into a little bit of a 5-minute mindset where they're really trying to run it down their defensive throat. You know what I mean?
So hopefully Atlanta can walk away with at least some points here to avoid a loss.
I mean, listen, we joke, but you never want to lose any game you play. So
I just think if you do lose in the preseason, sure, if I had a button to press win or lose, I'll press the win button before the game. But if you do lose, you can quickly turn around and go, well, deep down, you don't want to win in the preseason anyway. So, it's kind of a win-win scenario.
Yeah.
You either win, or you lose. It's kind of a win because you don't want to go undefeated in the preseason. You don't want to peak too early.
But since we're talking shop, let's see who you got. Are the Falcons going to close it out and win? Type ATL for the Falcons. Type SIN or CIN for Bengals. I want to see a lot of ATLs in the chat, so let me see it down in the comment section.
Here we go. 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 10-6 Atlanta. Who's going to come out on top?
Archangel, Amy, Mr. Black Mobile, Kennard Drake. All typing those ATLs. Sanchez, Lowe, Nelson with an ATL. Keep on spamming those ATLs, baby.
ATL for the Falcons. Okay. Rolly, after the game, we were going to have a post-game show.
Yes, we are.
Quick plug for everyone watching right now. You don't have to sign off the moment the game ends, because we're going to talk about what I would say was the most important part of the game. The first half, the first quarter, where we saw the starters on offense and defense. And we'll give you our takeaways. We're going to run through some winners and losers coming out of it. So do not log off when the game ends. Really important in-depth analysis about Atlanta's starters in the preseason after the game. Got a bunch of ATLs coming in. Brooke Season ATL. Michael Eagle ATL. Williams putting ATL. Tim Haney ATL is here. Brandon has been one of the chat MVPs with an ATL. Archangel ATL. Love to see it. So, as we end the fourth quarter in about 9 minutes or so, should we throw up the Super Chat menu one last time? So, if you're tuning in for the first time and, I don't know, you enjoy the coverage we're providing here and it's completely free, and you want to throw something our way into the tip jar, by all means, no pressure. But here is the Super Chat menu so you can at least know what you're Super Chatting for. Any Super Chat, you get a shout out, you get on screen for everyone to see. Every 50 likes, by the way, a Falcon fact for the viewers at home. First time Super Chatters, I say something nice about Desmond Ridder. $10 Super Chat, it is a shot. And a $50 Super Chat, we're going to do a beer shotgun. So that is our Super Chat menu. Atlanta back on the field. It's Logan Woodside at quarterback. I repeat, Logan Woodside at quarterback, and he slides on 1st and 10 for maybe a loss of 1. So Woodside comes on for the mop-up duty here after playing the entirety of the week 1, going 14 for 23, 146 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. 2nd and 11.
Logan Woodside played with the Titans as a backup when Arthur Smith was there, so there's a lot of connection. Wouldn't be surprised if he's on the practice squad to start the year.
That definitely seems like the plan in place here. The only way he's not is if another team scoops him up off waivers and adds them to their 53-man roster, which I just don't see happening.
Jesse Bates looks clean as hell rocking that number 3 jersey. Obviously, now can wear it because the Falcons waived Michael Walker earlier in the week.
Yep, interviewing Jesse Bates, talking about playing his former team, saying it's a little weird, and yeah, I mean, 6 years in Cincinnati, it's going to be an adjustment. 3rd and 7. And shotgun snap here for Woodside, looking to his left, throwing that direction now, and that is caught. No, not Josh Ali. Thought it was number 80 for a moment. But on 3rd down, it's going to be shy of the line to gain. That will bring up 4th down. So I think we're going to see a punt here from the Falcons deep in their own territory.
3 and out. Not really what you wanted to see, to be honest. Wanted to have a long, sustaining drive to potentially put this game away.
Yep. Oh, I love this question by Mr. Black Mobile. You want to read it out loud?
Yeah. What's the best jersey to get a hold of? I'm thinking it's gotta be the JB3 jersey now. Well, it's funny you asked that because as the Falcons punted away to Cincinnati, PD and I have a thing that we kind of both believe in, and I'll just call it the jersey theory.
I call it the second jersey.
Second jersey, and you can't have the jersey of the best player on the team. You got to have the second, the third guy. Because when you wear that jersey out, people are going to be like, holy shit, that guy knows ball.
Right.
But if you're just rocking the best player's jersey, it's like he's just mainstream. Unless the player is so damn goated to like where it makes too much sense, like a Brady, like a Mahomes.
Let me, exactly. Scenario. You are with your girlfriend at her friend's house watching the Falcons game, and you did not agree to this, and she dragged you there, and she said, don't worry, Ashley's got a boyfriend, he's a Falcons fan, you guys can watch the game together. You go over there, he's wearing a Matt Ryan jersey, you're like, we're off to a decent start, you're watching the game, and he starts to give off vibes of he doesn't actually watch football. And then you say, like, love the Matty Ice jersey. And he goes, who? And you're like, oh, no. You know that could have been a possibility because he's wearing a Matt Ryan jersey. It's the most basic jersey. Anyone can get a Matt Ryan jersey. But the guy who's got, like, for the Falcons this year, a Jesse Bates jersey.
Honestly, a Grady Jarrett jersey.
A Grady Jarrett jersey.
If you're wearing a Grady Jarrett jersey out in public in Atlanta, you might be the biggest ball knower on the planet.
I would say AJ Terrell.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
That'd be such a great jersey because he's a really good player.
Now, who's the guy that is, unfortunately, it's probably Bijan?
Bijan might be the most basic jersey, but it's a rookie. Like, the rookies are exempt from this list because you're so excited to have that rookie on
I'll
your
say
team.
this. If you get a Desmond Ridder jersey,
props to you.
Yeah, because that takes some financial risk involved.
Yes.
So I can respect the Desmond Ridder jersey.
Agreed. They don't have a clear number one jersey guy right now.
You know who if you wore this jersey, it'd be a ballsy move, but I would respect the hell out of you, and I think you would know ball at the fullest level.
Can I guess?
Yes.
I'm going to say either Matthews or Lindstrom.
Okay, I get why you would say that, but I was going to say, if you got yourself a Jeff Okudah Falcons jersey.
Oh, my God.
Like, I would just nut everywhere.
I like that answer way more.
I'm going to come.
Oh, a Cordero Patterson jersey would be elite down the line. 1st and 10, here we go. Shotgun snap. Quick throw to the left by Browning. And on 1st and 10, excuse me. It said 3rd down. That sounded wrong. 1st and 10. A gain of about 6 on the play. So 2nd and 5. Bijan wraps up today, 4 carries, 20 yards, 1 reception for 6 yards. So an average of 5 yards a pop. He had the big first run, then he got kind of contained and bottled up after that. But all in all, I liked what I saw out of Bijan. It was very limited. It was a small sample size.
Yeah. Speaking of Okudah, Archangel says birthday twin. February 2nd for the both of them.
Oh, birthday theory. 2nd and 5, shotgun snap for Browning. It's a wide receiver screen that goes nowhere. Blown up.
What great recognition.
A whole flurry of Falcons all over that play. Loss of 3, 3rd and 9.
Spam those threes.
Spam those threes.
Can the Falcons get a 3rd down stop?
To wrap up the jersey conversation, a Younghoe Koo jersey.
Oh, my God. Mania.
Don't make me change my pants.
It's gonna
3rd
stop.
down. Here we go. 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap for Browning. Browning is nearly sacked. Now he's trying to run. He still wants to pass. It's intercepted! It's intercepted! That's Helms! That's a pick! Browning turns it over! Span those INTs! The defense comes up big! Let's go! The rookie out of Alabama makes the interception!
What a catch!
Great play! Great play on the ball.
Spam those INTs.
Get those INTs. Helms with a huge interception. The offense takes over in plus territory. 5 minutes to go. Put this game on ice. We'll see you next week, Cincinnati. Let's go.
Let's go. Trey Carperton, Robert Van Natten, Brandon the Jobber, Archangel, Mr. Black Mobile, Kennard Drake says I called it low. Brooke Season.
Get those INTs in the chat.
Elrod. Oh, spamming those INTs. What a play from the rookie out of Alabama. He's going to make this roster, man.
I'll put it this way. He is playing up to someone's roster, meaning if every team makes this gamble, and it's just a numbers game, they can't put everyone that they like on their 53-man roster, so they try to sneak some guys through waiver wires and add them to their practice squad. And it's a dangerous game because a lot of guys do not get through waivers and they get claimed. And I wonder if Helms could be one of those players that Atlanta might want to stash on their practice squad for a year and have a bigger role for him next year. But that's a dangerous game to play, amigo.
It's certainly going to be a tough decision because you also have
You got Hawkins, Grant, Bates.
Abernathy, if I said that right. He's been playing well too. It's like, how many safeties can you keep? Like 4 is a decent number. Probably the
4 is the usual number.
Usual
two
number.
Starters, 2 backups.
Are you willing to keep a 5th? And I think in this case, I think the Falcons could keep 5 safeties.
Like, you got to look at it as a numbers game. If you want to roll with 5 safeties, okay. Which other room is losing a spot? I don't see the wide receiver room getting 7 guys.
I think that's the room, though, because there is a legit chance where the Falcons only keep 5 wide receivers.
They might not just take it. They might not just take a 6 wide receiver for the sake of taking one.
Yeah.
If Helms is better than the 6th receiver, they should just take the better player rather than force Penny Hart on this roster. Sorry, Penny. So.
No, yeah. I mean, most teams keep 6 wide receivers. I could see the Falcons swapping out a 6th wide receiver for a 5th safety.
Yep, indeed. Drake Pod's asking, better year, C.J. Stroud or Bryce Young?
I go Stroud.
I think Stroud as well. I actually think Thielen, but I think Young has decent weapons.
That offensive line is so bad.
It's not the worst in the league. Miles Sanders and Adam Thielen, I think, are 2 complementary pieces to a rookie quarterback. So I think they'll be. I think Young will be okay, but not week 1 because quarterbacks that get taken first overall that start week 1, awful.
And guess who they play week 1?
These guys.
Atlanta Falcons, baby, 1-0.
First and 10, it's a run for Atlanta. They are out across the Bengals' 35-yard line. Brings up 2nd and manageable. And this is definitely the play of the game, I would say, right? Would you agree?
Yeah.
Interception by
that
Helms?
or the 21-yard back shoulder from Ridder to Drake
Yes,
London.
I like that one.
Those 2 plays of the game for me.
For sure.
Jade CI, Helms just the guy. Yeah. Just as Chris Collins would say. I'll tell you about a guy.
Now, here's a guy.
Helms,
2
interceptions
picks.
in both preseason games. He's going to make this roster, man. Guaranteed.
Pistol formation for Logan Woodside. Takes the snap. It's a handoff to the right side. And no room to run here as I think that was Washington. No, it wasn't Washington. It was Iggy who got just bottled up.
I'm surprised how much of
1.
work Iggy has got. I feel like they should have went with more of a Carlos Washington, but
again, the Falcons running back room, if you were a UDFA running back, this was the last place to be.
Yeah.
You had a reigning 1,000-yard rusher as the backup. And then you had the most expensive guy in Cordero Patterson. And then you had the top 10 selection of Bijan Robinson. So you weren't going to crack their 53-man. 3rd and 4. Under center, it's Woodside. Play action, rolling to his left. Woodside in trouble. Under duress, he's thrown down violently for a sack.
What is he doing? And I'm not going to lie, it's kind of deflating. Go 3 and out after that interception.
Well, 3 and out, loss of yards. Like you're not. I mean, you were borderline in field goal range. Now you're not.
Yeah, they're going to have to
line
punt.
of scrimmage goes back to the 40-yard line or so. So, come on.
Archangel says, I trolled
love
the
that.
Bungles chat. Love that. Archangel's the man.
Okay, so the Atlanta Falcons are going to punt it away from the Bengals. Oh, there's a flag. I think there's a false start.
It doesn't really matter.
I think that's actually beneficial. Pinion gets a little bit more room to try and pin it. Ginda, who they just added like a week ago. No, this week.
Ginda?
Yeah, they signed him.
They signed him when they released Michael Walker.
Yeah.
He was, I believe, one of the better. Oh, is it USFL or XFL?
Was he the USFL like MVP?
No, might have been the USFL Defensive Player of the Year. Oh,
nearly a great play by the punt coverage team. That's Slade Bolden to try and pin it at the 1, but unfortunately it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So we go into the 4-minute drill here, if you will, for the Bengals with an opportunity to try and take the lead with a touchdown. Who you got? ATL for the Falcons, CIN for the Bengals. Let me know who you got down in the comment section right now. To wrap up the jersey conversation.
For the last time.
So if you have a jersey, let us know what jersey you have. Gun to your head, you get a $150 NFL.com gift card. Who you getting?
I'm getting Drake London.
I think London is number 5 is awesome.
Yeah, I'm getting Drake London.
I would go AJ Terrell. 1st and 10.
Terrell's a good one, but to me, the fact they haven't extended him yet scares me just a tad.
That's a fair point. 1st and 10 and a gain of 6. And the Bengals are trying to orchestrate a comeback here. They have 2 timeouts remaining as we approach the 3-minute mark. Ball sits at Cincinnati's 25. Shotgun snap. Browning throwing. That is caught on a crossing route and stapled to the ground that time. But first down. So 5-6-yard reception moves the chains for Cincinnati. First and 10. Ball sitting at the Bengals 32-yard line. Larry Martin, what's going on, dude? As that is completed over the middle, and a good 2-minute drive right now by Cincinnati gets the ball out to the 43. So the Bengals are trying to steal victory from the jaws of defeat as Hippenhammer made that last reception. That's an all-time name. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Browning. Atlanta bringing pressure. Browning evades it. Now he tucks and runs. Browning across the 40. Sliding shy of the 35. Now Atlanta does have the comfort of knowing it's touchdown or nothing. A field goal does nothing for the Bengals. So they can give up field goal range and keep it in front of them. But you don't want to let the quarterback rush for 20 yards there. That's not a part of the game plan whatsoever. You don't want to give up the 30-yard bomb, but you don't want to let the quarterback run for 20 yards. So, yeah, so we're talking about biggest winners and losers here. Offensive line wasn't too spectacular. And then Ryan Nielsen, defensive debut at home. Yeah, do that. Yep. Okay, so it is a good time to remind everyone this is the preseason. Every player on the field for Atlanta will hopefully not see the field in the regular season. And I mean that in not a disrespectful way to the guys, but in the reality of we want our starters to stay healthy. That's the goal. All 11 starters play all 17 weeks. So you don't get into spots where you have the 3rd or 4th string practice squad guys on the field in crunch time situations here. So I'm not going to panic if the Bengals find a way to score here because I know that in the regular season, AJ Terrell, Grady Jarrett will be on the field, and that's a very different defense to move the ball against. Alternate Julio jersey, now we're talking. Dwight, I agree with what you say for sure. Okay. So, 2-minute warning right now. 10-6, Falcons on top. Last chance to spam ATL for who you got. Let's get one last big push here. Who you got? Falcons or Bengals? Get those ATLs rolling into the chat right now. Is Julio still a free agent? We were always talking Julio here. He is indeed a free agent. I don't think Julio Jones has much football left in him, unfortunately. He's an incredible athlete, so he's able to play probably later than most guys can, but the soft tissue, the reoccurring soft tissue injuries, scare the bejesus out of me. I don't know if he's got even half a season in him. Maybe you could sign him mid-year to a team that's contending that loses a wide receiver and like, hey, Julio, you don't have to play 7 months. You got to play 2 months. Can you play 3 months? Something like that. Okay, get your ATLs rolling. I love the Eli Manning, Peyton Manning TV duo. Desmond Ridder finishes the night, by the way, 7 of 9 for 80 yards and 1 interception. The Falcons are penalized 12 times today. Yeah, much better the second half at least, so clearly Arthur Smith got the belt out at halftime. 1st and 10, here we go. Make some noise. Falcons on defense. Shotgun snap to Browning. Browning with plenty of time. Great pocket. Looking for a man to throw to. He's going to run it instead. And he has some green grass, and he gets exited out of bounds at the 23. Bengals have 2 timeouts. They are approaching the red zone. Okay. Browning has done a lot of great things with his legs. The defense here has just been gassed, it looks like.
Yeah, Larry Martin saying work done. It's a good jersey.
That's a good one. 1st and 10 from the 23. Defense needs to stop. Defense needs to play. Can we give Helms another interception? 1st and 10 here. Shotgun snap. Browning throwing towards the end zone. That is caught, but down at the 4. That's, I think, Drew. No, it's not Drew Sample, is it? Oh, it's our guy from Princeton, Iasevis. Andre Iasevis. I believe for all of our longtime subscribers, I identified him as a draft target in day 3. And now he's taking it out on the Falcons for not drafting him earlier. 1st and goal. 1st and goal. We need to stop. We need to stop. S for stop. S for stop. Shotgun formation for Browning at the 5. It's a run up the middle. And London makes the tackle at the 3. Maybe a gain of 2. Remember, 2 timeouts remaining for the Bengals. And it's 2nd and goal. And it's Atlanta that uses the first of 3 timeouts to maybe try and preserve some time.
Yeah, it looks like Arthur Smith is going to use this time as an advantage to practice his own time management skills.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I like that.
Little practice session.
A lot of coaches in this spot in the preseason just go like, ball don't lie. If you score, you win. If we get the stop, we win. We're not going to try and squeeze every second out of this clock here. Okay, here we go. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal. S for stop. S for stop. Thomas is doing his fair share of the work along with Chris and Joey. 2nd and goal from the 3. Under center. Browning takes the snap. Run up the middle, and I think that might be a touchdown. Now he's in. Touchdown Cincinnati. Touchdown Bengals. Hey, what did I say earlier? It's a win-win if you lose in the preseason or if you win. You don't want to go undefeated in the preseason. You don't want to lose at home in the last minute. Like, at the end of the day, there are fans there, and I know this is really soft of me to say. There are people who took time out, spent money to come down. It kind of sucks to leave after giving up a touchdown in the last 40 seconds of the game. Not that anyone cares.
Let's see if Logan Woodside can deliver a game-tying / game-winning drive here with 50 seconds left.
Yeah.
Why not?
The extra point, and a very important one, is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 3. So there's no overtime in the preseason. There is no overtime in the preseason. We had a tie yesterday. The Browns and Eagles draw. So it happens. But no overtime, so it's either a walk-off touchdown, more or less, or a game-time field goal. And if you're Ryan Nielsen, like, you're a competitor, you're pissed because you coach these guys and you want to see them succeed. But the relieving thing when you go to bed tonight is your first-team defense was sitting on the bench doing interviews, not on the field. Okay, here we go. Nearly 400 people watching. Make sure to subscribe. I can't guarantee that the Falcons will pull off a miracle comeback here if you subscribe. But why leave it up to chance? YouTube sends me a fax, I know, believe me, of everyone that watches that does not subscribe. And we'll hunt you down. I'll give it to Arthur Smith. You want that mustache at your front door tomorrow morning? I don't think so. He'll go to Roswell. He'll go to Decatur. He'll go to Sugar Hill. He'll go anywhere. 50 seconds. 13-10 bad guys.
All right. Type who you got. Are the Falcons going to have a 50-second touchdown drive to win? Type ATL. If the Bengals you think are going to hold on, type CIN. And if you think it's going to be a 13-13 ball game where we're tied, type your T's.
Could you imagine a knock on your door tomorrow? Arthur Smith with a piece of paper that just says didn't subscribe. pointing at your name, goes, "The fuck is this?"
He
That's
knows.
on you then. That's
Arthur Smith
your
knows
fault.
all.
1st and 10. Don't piss off Art.
Arthur Smith knows all.
Logan Woodside rallying the troops, firing him up. Here we go.
This is Logan Woodside's Super Bowl. It really is. This is his biggest moment.
This is 1st and 10. Pistol formation. 2 timeouts remaining. Snap.
Oh, play
Play
action.
action. Woodside throwing down the middle.
got
That's
it!
caught. Nice gain on 1st and 10. Out to the 45.
Type those ones.
Here we go. Type those ones. Type those
Hurry
ones.
up,
Move.
Hurry up, offense. 2 timeouts for
That's
Atlanta.
Malone on the reception.
2 TOs for Atlanta.
Shotgun snap. Woodside throwing. That is
he got
Big gain. Big gain. Out to the 30 is Fitzpatrick.
Fitzpatrick, baby.
Very much in Younghoe Koo distance now.
At the
Timeout Atlanta.
Bengals 31-yard line, and Arthur Smith uses timeout number 2. Logan Woodside,
Here we go.
career-defining moments.
Logan Woodside is playing for a practice squad job for the next 2 years right now. If he does well here, practice squad for sure this year, and people will remember the Logan Woodside game.
Back-to-back great
the
throws
banner.
up the seam.
Hang the banner, the Logan Woodside game if you win here.
Want the Falcons to win. Spam those ATLs like Thomas 18.
Let's go.
You know, this is good practice, though, because Younghoe Koo pressure kick.
Yeah.
It's going to happen sometime during the season. This is a good experiment for him.
Ball sits at the 31. Oh, we have false start.
Oh, Jesus. Can't happen.
Now, false start. That's the 13th penalty of the game for the Falcons. 3rd of the second half, if I'm keeping score correctly.
My, oh, my.
Okay.
Can't get out of Younghoe Koo field goal range here. That'd be nightmare.
Type your ATL, subscribe, get all the good vibes going right now into the universe. Ball sits at the 37, shotgun snap. Woodside checks it down. That is caught. Washington, he gets out to the 28-yard line.
It looks like they're going to spike it.
Spike it. Okay.
11
seconds. And you can bring on the field goal unit now because I'll be honest.
You have one more time
I
out.
am terrified of a no. Oh, they still have one more. You're right. Sorry.
So 3rd down, take a shot towards the end zone. Why not? It's preseason.
You're right. The only fear of that, though, is if you're taking a shot to the end zone, it's going to need some time for the play to develop.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And that could be a sack.
That's a good point.
So that's my only fear.
Younghoe Koo, we might see another tie in the preseason here, unless Logan Woodside takes us to the promised land.
Shotgun snap. Woodside.
Oh, he's going for it.
To the end zone.
Oh, he had him.
Incomplete. Oh, I think he was looking for Malone, and
Xavier
he was
Malone.
there. He had a step.
Oh, right through his
It
hands.
hits him on the numbers. Hits the ATL.
A perfect ball.
That
From
is
Logan
the
Woodside.
backyard dreams. Oh, poor guy. I think they want a DPI. I didn't think it was an egregious contact or anything, to be honest with you.
Younghoe Koo.
45-yarder.
And they're going to ice him.
They're going to ice him. That's right.
It's preseason.
Okay.
No, the Falcons called a timeout.
Timeout Cincinnati.
If you want Younghoe Koo to make this kick, hit that sub button. Koo missed one last week. Missed 2 last week.
Yeah. Bad preseason debut for him last week. So he kind of needs a bounce back here.
Hit the sub button, and Younghoe Koo will tie the game.
Yeah. This is beat ups. If you hit the sub button, fans will start blowing from either end of the goalpost to push the ball down the middle. That's scientific. Here we go. 45-yarder.
Come on, Koo.
From the right hash. Koo to tie the game. It is good! the 45-yarder ties
Let's
it up
go!
with 2 seconds remaining.
Spam those threes!
These
Spam
two
those
teams are just
threes!
so even. They have to settle it
In
in
the Super
Vegas
Bowl.
in February.
Yeah.
He's got his swagger back.
Where Logan Woodside and Browning will be the quarterbacks.
Yes, I look forward to that game. That's like the Puppy Bowl. Browning and Woodside in the Super Bowl. Let's go. Over 500 people watching right now. If you love the Atlanta Falcons, subscribe for not more ties, but more wins, because they would have won in overtime. That I am sure of. Oh, Arthur Blank is asking Arthur Smith. Arthur Blank does not like the decision to tie. I'll be honest. Arthur Blank, roaming the sidelines is the most intimidating thing I think of for a coach or an owner or a GM, knowing your boss is just walking behind you the whole game. A squib kick to restart the game, and the time has hit 00, so this will be it on the return, and that's the game. We have a tie. The Bengals and the Falcons draw at 13 apiece. So both sides are, well, the graphic is wrong. Atlanta is 1-0-1 in the preseason. But that's it right there. So don't go anywhere. For everyone watching, don't leave. Stay right here. We are going to do a post-game show. We're going to break down all the stats, some injury news, and I've got some winners and losers following the second preseason game for the Falcons. So don't leave. Stop it. You about to click out. Don't click out. But let's get some shout-outs right now to Unknown, to Log Bits, to Thomas, to Archangel, to Monkey, to Brandon, to Tim. So initial takeaways there. I'll be honest, I don't really care about how Logan Woodside looked. That's not going to move the needle for me at all. I care about how Desmond Ridder and the starting offense looked. And they looked good. They moved the ball down the field. It was an 80-plus yard drive after some penalties. They got in their own way. Oh, they're interviewing Arthur Smith right now. He looks pissed off. Let's go. Let's see what he says. What the hell? NFL Network just cut out mid-interview. Oh, what a scam. I want my money back. Unbelievable. Okay, well, as I was saying, what the heck? The offense looks good. So, yes, they threw an interception, and that is not ideal, but I think there was so much good. I don't want that one bad play to define their game today. And the game was Bijan Robinson first down run the first time he touched the ball. Drake London contested catch down the sideline. Kyle Pitts with a one-handed grab. The offensive line got a good push at times. There were a lot of good things in a one-drive sample size. It's way too hard to extrapolate, like Charlie Green from Always Sunny with the big map. You can't do that from one series. But I saw a lot of good things. I didn't come out of that first series thinking, oh boy, we could be in for a long year. Desmond Ridder with an unfortunate decision to throw it into a tight window in the red zone. Ball got popped up in the air, intercepted. Stinks, sucks, you don't want to see it. But at the end of the day, we came here to see how the first-team offense looked. And the first-team offense, in my eyes, looked pretty decent. As for the defense, they didn't play Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, Joe Mixon, really anyone of note. So it's hard to give them a grade, but they stuffed the second-string offense for Cincinnati as they're supposed to. So I can't give a strong opinion of, this defense is here because they slowed down Trevor Siemian. You should slow down Trevor Siemian. But it's better to slow him down than not slow him down. So for those reasons, I'm encouraged by what I saw from both sides of the football. So I'm sorry. We're going to have the post-game show in just a moment. If you have any takes, by the way, from the game, feel free to super chat them, and we'll throw those on during the post-game show. So if there is something you want to talk about, something you want to address and have everyone watching see, feel free to super chat that in, and we will get that on screen for you. Let me give some shout-outs right now. Michael probably cussed out the reporter. I think it was Torrey McElhaney. I don't think he did. Monkey Rise Up. Not capitalizing on the defensive interception. Yeah, that's a fair point. I mean, Helms comes up with a pick in plus territory, and you go 3 and out. But you go 3 and out when it was also the second and third string offense. Like, I'm optimistic that Bijan and the rest of the crew would have at least got themselves into field goal range at worst. So, not too shattered by that right there. Trey says the starter should have played the whole second half. I wouldn't go that far. Preseason football, you don't want to get an injury, and if you saw a 10-minute drive from your offense, that means you saw a lot of things that you want to see in the regular season, which for Atlanta is dominating the clock. Let's pretend for a moment, stick with me for a second, that Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase did play in this game, and the whole Bengals offense was out there. Well, the Bengals are going to beat you by outdoing your offense, as we saw last year in the regular season. So what's the best way to neutralize their offense? Keep them on the sideline. And how do you do that? 10-minute drives. I mean, if the Falcons polished off that 10-minute drive with a score, Joe Burrow and company come on. They touch the football once in the first quarter. And even if they go down and score a touchdown, you're still all even after the first drive, after the first quarter. 7 a pop. And they only got the football one time. So if the Falcons are going to be successful this year, it's not going to be by putting up 35 points. Like, yes, that's great. I don't think that's going to be very realistic for this team. I think what's much more realistic is that they can dominate the clock and finish off these long drives with scores and reward themselves. Well, Joe Burrow will come on and go, I'm touching the ball for the first time with 5 minutes left in the first quarter. How am I supposed to put up 28-plus points if I touch the ball once a quarter? I got to go 4 for 4? That's just not going to happen. So we're going to run through a complete post-game show here. JDA Sports saying Matt Collins is a sleeper for the Falcons. Do you agree with that being a possibility? I do. Matt Collins had 2 nice receptions to start the game, and he just looked like the biggest guy on the field. He ran and just imposed his physical will on DB. So Matt Collins, I don't know, as a second receiver in a run-first offense is going to get a big amount of targets, but I do think he is going to get a good amount of looks and whatnot, and he'll probably do some nice things with the football, but I don't think he's a sleeper in the sense of someone who could break out for 800-plus yards or something like that. I would lower your expectations if that was the case. All right, Rolly has been working like a dog behind the scenes right now to get you guys all the stats from this game. Rolly, you let me know when we are ready to start this post-game show, and we're going to break down all of the stats, the highlights, the winners, the losers coming out of it. So if you have any takes, you can super chat them, and we will throw those on screen for you guys. I thought I did the colors all the way down. Let's go, Rolly. Hey, Archangel's got your back. You have no idea, for all the viewers at home, really quickly, the amount of effort it goes into getting all the bells and whistles for these post-game shows and whatnot. Drake says, would have loved to have seen, I think, Jonnu Smith. Yeah, I agree. I'm curious to see how he can maybe revitalize his career now that he's back with Art after a really good campaign in Tennessee together, the two of them. Jeremy says, tie better than a loss. I would agree. This is very big analysis from Mr. Jeremy Demand. And yeah, get the final away from the top and we're ready to roll. Okay. We've got some winners. We've got some losers. In life, there are winners. And in life, there are losers. No participation trophies. Absolutely. Okay. We also have a Fanatics inclusion. So just remember that. Okay. We ready to rock and roll? We'll get the score at the bottom. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. I'm rocking and rolling with you. All right, everyone. We're going to get into our post-game show right now. Last time, last call, and then you won't hear me ask it again. If you have a super chat you want to see on screen, send it in, and we will include that in our post-game show. Rolly, green light. Here we go. Let's jump into a post-game show coming out of this one. Well, we get the very rare tie in the preseason between Atlanta and Cincinnati. But coming out of week 2 of the preseason, we've got some winners, some losers, some injury news. We're just going to talk ball all together. But first, let's kind of run through the stats to kind of set the scene a little bit, and then we will talk about some of the individual players, including the starting offense and defense in this game. But we had a 13-13 draw after a very exciting finish with a Logan Woodside potential comeback. Younghoe Koo ties it up at 13 apiece. Now, the starting offense, which is not on screen because they might not have been the statistical leaders, but it's what we care about, I think played pretty well. They had a very long 10-minute drive, and that's the type of football Arthur Smith wants to impose this upcoming season. Now, unfortunately, it's all going to be clouded because of one interception by Desmond Ridder. And if you've watched our content for a while, you know that I've been a decent Desmond Ridder antithesis, if you will, if that's even correct English. But the point is, even I'm saying, don't be overly concerned because of one interception by Desmond Ridder. It wasn't a great decision versus a bad throw. And those are two different things, right? You can coach bad decisions out of people. It's hard to correct bad throws, right? When you just are off the money, right? You can go back to film and go, hey, on 3rd and goal, if it's not there, throw it away, and we'll get 3 points. But don't throw it into a tight window near the line of scrimmage where if the DB can get a hand to it, it'll be popped up for an easy interception. Like, that's the kind of thing you can look at in film and go, all right, I'm glad I made that mistake in the preseason. I won't try and do that again in the regular season. Really quickly, though, before we get to the rest of my takeaways, Kadero Hodge injury update for you. He left the game in the first quarter with what appeared to be an ankle injury. Outside of that, we saw Penny Hart get shaken up in the second half. Atlanta was relatively healthy. I think Jalen Mayfield got a little nicked up as well. But as far as football games go, the Falcons come out of here pretty healthy. Now, my first winner from week 2 of the preseason, I will go with Desmond Ridder. Why? We get our first look at Desmond Ridder, and I liked what I saw. I mean, they started off with 2 straight penalties on the kick return and then Chris Lindstrom. So the offense is set way back behind the 8 ball. What does Desmond Ridder do? He leads them on a very long 10-minute drive all the way down towards the goal line where, yes, a costly interception ends the drive, but he was 7 for 9, 80 yards, a beautiful throw to Drake London. He wasn't necessarily the most accurate, if we're being honest. A couple of his throws were not in a spot where the receiver was able to maximize their yards after catch because they might have been reaching back for the pass. You know what I mean? But all in all, I was encouraged and I was happy to see what I saw out of number 9. Having said all that, you're not going to believe this. He's also my loser. Don't throw tomatoes at me. But at the end of the day, you liked what you saw from Desmond Ridder, but like I just kind of mentioned, I'm going to go Jekyll and Hyde here and say, wasn't the most accurate with those completions. Like, you could just kind of tell that they were in the right area, but they weren't on the money. And for going up against the Bengals' second-team defense, you probably would have liked to have seen him capped off that drive with some sort of points, right? Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal. But he's only a loser because he threw a pick, but I'm not even going to try and make a big deal out of it. We just got to acknowledge the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? The good, very long 10-minute drive. And if they were playing Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, well, those guys would have come out with one possession to show for in the first quarter. That's what Falcons football is going to be about this year, long, sustained drives. The bad wasn't necessarily on target with all of his throws. I know it says 7 for 9, but that's box score hunting. If you watch the game, you'd agree Kyle Pitts had to make a one-handed grab. Great throw to Drake London, no doubt about it. And the ugly, the interception. But who do you think the biggest winner was for the Falcons against the Bengals? Be honest for me down in the comment section. Was it Desmond Ridder? Was it maybe the next guy we're going to talk about, like Bijan Robinson or Drake London? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And also, quick plug here. If you are coming across our videos for the first time, consider subscribing. It's completely free, and we're going to get you guys the best content all regular season long. So hit that sub button down below. Now, our second winner is Drake London. We get our first look at number 5 this preseason, and we don't need to see Drake London again. I mean, I know he's only entering his second season. He's not some big NFL vet, but 2 grabs, 33 yards, a beautiful, very difficult catch, I would say, down the sideline. Zach Taylor thought it was too good to be true. Who challenges in the preseason? That's a crime. Don't do that. That was very inconsiderate of Zach Taylor. And Drake London said, D's? And Zach Taylor's like, D's what? And D's nuts. That's a first down, baby. Now, some other players who got involved in the receiving game, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside nearly had a touchdown, 2 grabs, 39 yards. Josh Ali, oh boy, we might have our number 5 wide receiver because Atlanta's not super deep at that room, as we all know. So you have locks, I would say, in Drake London, Mac Hollins, Scotty Miller, Kaderil Hodge, and then maybe Josh Ali emerges as a wide receiver 5, a wide receiver 4. So a couple of the receiving leaders there. My second loser, 4th overall, I'm going to go with the offensive line. So what have I talked about for the last month or so? Bueller. If you're going to be successful in 2023 for the Atlanta Falcons, it's going to be through your front 5. And I saw your best player and Chris Lindstrom get 2 penalties. Like, to me, it's just hard to stand here and not acknowledge that Atlanta had 13 penalties throughout the game. And a good chunk of that was on the offense, the first-string offense. So it was not great to see, and it's something that Arthur Smith despises, which is why we see them go from 10 penalties in the first half to 3 penalties in the second half. And I think Arthur Smith got the belt out in the second half for halftime. So a lot of good things to see in terms of the adjustments made. But all in all, for the offensive line, I just felt like they didn't get a big push. You know what I mean? Like, we saw a great Bijan Robinson first down carry the first time he touched the ball. But after that, he kind of got bottled up for 3 yards. And I just would have liked to have seen Atlanta really lay down the hammer and just bulldoze the Cincinnati Bengals second-team defensive line. But at the end of the day, you can kind of look at some of the stats there. 391 total yards, 275 through the air, 116 on the ground, but I think a lot of that came from the second-string offensive line. Matthew Bergeron, the rookie left guard, by the way, he played the first 2 series. He looked like a rookie guard who is transitioning from tackle to left guard, meaning he had some nice plays, he had some rookie moments. But all in all, I was encouraged. I wasn't watching Bergeron thinking, oh boy, this could be a long year. They better go sign a veteran guard ASAP. But I also wasn't looking there thinking, hey, Matthew Bergeron is running away with his left guard job. Before we get on to my final winner coming out of this game, make sure you get the official Falcons 2023 sideline hats on sale, chatsports.com/Falcons hats. The link for Falcons SL hats, Falcons sideline hats, the link for that is in the comment section and the description of today's video. So if you like any of the hats you saw the players wearing on the sideline tonight, you can scoop up one of your own. Chatsports.com/Falcons SL for sideline hats. Again, all that's in the comments and the description of today's video. Third and final winner, it's a 7th-round pick out of Alabama, DeMarco Hellams, the safety who has had recorded 2 interceptions so far through 2 preseason games. Had one against Miami last week and just made an incredible play on the ball this week against Browning and the Bengals. So Hellams is definitely pushing, for a roster spot. We kind of rattle off the guys in the safety department here. You've got locks like Jesse Bates, like Richie Grant, Jalen Hawkins, and then you've got this battle with Hellams and Abernathy kind of competing for what's probably going to be the 4th and 5th final safety spots. Most teams only take 4 safeties, so let's see who emerges in that department. But I'm very, excited to see what they have in Hellams. We just got to see him develop more on special teams because he's likely not going to see the field a lot as a rookie on defense, barring any injuries. So his way to the field is through special teams. Who was your biggest loser, though, down let me know down in the comment section from this second preseason game? Be honest. I know people want to sugarcoat things, but there were some good things. There were some bad things. My biggest loser, I think, would be the offensive line. I just think that this team's success is rooted in the guys up front. And if they can't get a push against the Bengals' second-string defense, it's just the first preseason game for them. So this is the time to kind of shake the cobwebs off and get ready for the regular season. But I would like to have seen them be a little bit more violent and physical, if you will. That's going to do it for us on today's post-game show. Make sure to subscribe, like the video, and we'll catch up throughout the week with more Falcons content. All right, here we go. 13-13, your final score. We are going to sign off from our watch party. I would say this has been a really big success. I want to give an extra special shout out to all of our super chatters today. Kennard Drake, Brian Richardson, Bain, Laporte, Huddishall, Charles, Dentist 19, Archangel, Ivan No Cap, and Mr. Black Mobile. Thank you all so much for super chatting. Rolly, this was great, dude.
Yeah, it was very fun. I think we'll be back for Thursday's final preseason action for the Falcons against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And then it's time to officially have the season for the Falcons go underway. This was a blast. This is our first time doing a watch party for PD and I on Falcons Today. It exceeded all of my expectations. I hope you guys enjoyed it because it was a blast for us. Had a ton of fun, and hopefully we can continue to do more of these as the season progresses.
Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see you guys later.